live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and it explores some dark and troubling themes. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, or you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Some of these may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. So, now that that's out of the way, let's do a little housekeeping, starting with Mikhail Artoria from Artoria Designs, who provides these nice, awesome smelling coffin dice boxes for all of your vampire dice, whatnot. You can fit them all on the bottom, and I have no idea what this looks like on screen because I'm looking at the Zoom call right now. So hit up Mikhail Artoria on Instagram. I will have the link in the chat and see if they can get you some awesome dice boxes. Secondly, Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of tabletop veterans dedicated to producing quality content from multimedia like here on Twitch to one-shots, modules, and full-fledged game lines. They are also available for commission work or consultations to help you make your next tabletop project see completion. Investing in the World of Darkness fan community is just one approach. Martlet Games is to delving into the darkest depths of the void and unlocking the mysteries us mortals only have glimpses of. Power will be ours, friends, we promise.
Yeah, back to the void again, are we? What happened to the nanobots? I like the nanobots. Stay out of my void.
Yeah.
No, I think the nanobots opened a portal to the void.
Oh.
Oh,
Some mage shit. Okay,
I was wondering where that breeze came from.
Apparently we have to let Martlet know to not deal with the technocracy anymore. So, if you return the favor on their Patreon or spread the word of the flock far and wide, it ensures your place among the records of history. And that link will be over... Give me one sec. Over there. Yes, that way. Or down there. Or, I don't know. If it's on YouTube, it's down there. Or, yeah, somewhere. There's going to be a link. It'll be there. It's in the chat. And we also have another sponsor, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game, from dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is created on-site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. Follow them on Twitter and such, and you can see stuff like this being created. And there's a bunch of level up dice and stuff in there. I know. Let me just take that out. You can see the gangrel bit. That's part of the thing. And it's got health trackers and such that you can, with a dry erase marker, you can basically go, oh no, Mordecai's taking all this health damage because Mordecai's getting beat up. Oh no, oh no.
When did Mordecai become a gangrel? Stop that.
Mordecai's protein. It's fine. Everything's fine. And they also have their scry system, which tells you where exactly your order is in the being created process.
Mine's in finishing. I am so excited.
Mine too.
Nice.
I just got the email. I was like,
Oh, I haven't
It's
checked
almost
today. Dang it.
and love to see the Midwest US artisans representing. They're right by me in Michigan. I'm super excited that we're supporting them and they're supporting us.
So, when last we saw our intrepid kindred, they just had a meeting. Also, one quick thing before I do all that, Ja is not with us today because Prince is traveling, so Ja will be returning next week. For the interim, Ja is going on shopping excursions to buy stuff for the basement. The new Kindred Cave, Bat Cave, whatever. You turn into animals.
We gotta name
sometimes
it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to come up with a name for your
We
secret
need a
abode.
big exit for the car then that's got a waterfall in front of it.
Ooh.
Technically, that building is near the water on Vancouver.
I mean, we could just exit through the sewers.
Oh, I bet you the Nos would love us driving limos through the sewers.
When last we saw the Kindred, they had a meeting with the local changelings.
And pickpockets.
Is that what we're gonna call them? I mean, some of them picked your pockets a lot, but others were quite nice about telling you what to do and when to do it. So, a letter was sent along with the Coterie that can only be opened by Jude. And
Right.
we're going to open up on the next night. If you want to see the details of that, go over there to the YouTubes and check out our last episode, or our last couple episodes. Entire season 1 would probably be good for background for it, but yeah, go over there. So we're going to start this particular game in the next evening. So I'm going to get a rouse check from everyone. And I missed that. What did everybody do?
I passed.
Fail.
Duran passed. Abigail failed. Mordecai failed. Yep.
Got a 6.
Just made it. Abigail, you hear the following. Abigail!
Abigail's ignoring Winston.
Abigail, you need to eat.
Yes. Speed along.
You need to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Go and eat.
Sure.
Go to that, what did we discuss? The fine dining establishment.
I'm sorry. What?
You said you knew of a fine dining establishment. Respectable people. None of these, Gothamite people that you seem to like.
Winston, you're not paying me to eat at fine dining establishments.
I'm not paying you at all.
Exactly. I'll eat later. Go away.
So what is everyone doing? Let's start with
Um,
Duran.
oh, cool.
Go ahead. Now, let's start with Jude.
Okay, cool. I would like if it's possible for Jude to already be at Sandwich.
I keep forgetting we're
having
not calling
tried
it Xenoseism anymore.
Well, speaking of, what Jude is doing is filling out all the paperwork to make sure to get the name changed of like the business. Now, I'm not sure about like the background business stuff. Like, is this some kind of LLC that owns it, or like Mordecai is like shell company that owns the store?
Oh.
But I just want to make sure I'm filling out the official paperwork, whatever that means exactly, to change the name of the store officially, and dealing with a sign vendor that I can get a new sign from for the store, as well as the sand art. Get some sand art in here. So Jude is there early making all of those arrangements. And could I have a brief conversation with Gretchen?
I suppose.
Okay.
So you're wandering up to Gretchen?
Yeah, where is she right now in the store?
She is probably usually at the main cache.
Just at the main cache. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll sort of like emerge from wherever I'm doing my paperwork. And are there customers in the store right now?
Not really.
Not
There's
really.
like the odd straggler here and there, but it's nobody who is. There's nobody like within earshot.
Okay, cool. So that's fine. So I'll just stand there and have the conversation with her. So Jude will say, um, hey Gretchen, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to get to know you. And like, you know, I wanna do right by you. So like, are you from here? Did you did you grow up here? Like,
I,
did you go to school? Like, what's the deal?
I grew up in Maple Ridge. I'm in school right now. This is just paying the bills for that.
Oh, what are you studying?
Uh, Poli sci.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Good. Well, I'm glad that, the job can help you while you're in school. Um, any more problems with the lights?
No. Not since you left with the the people last.
The book club.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's them.
Okay, that's good. So we'll hold off on the electrician for now, though we do want to get him in here just to, just do some general checking up on the place, I think. Um, so storyteller, how old is Gretchen? Are we talking like school, like undergraduate, like twenty
She
twenty
looks
one,
early 20s, like
early
really
20s,
early 20s.
really early 20s? Okay. Um, and Jude will sort of pause a second and then continue. Listen, are you interested in like taking on more of a role here, like doing some extra stuff? Like, I know you're in school, so I know you probably have limited time, but the book club could definitely use a go-to, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
I guess I just mean someone who can not only be, here in this retail position, but also kind of assist us in various things that we need done in our lives. We'll pay you more. I'll pay, obviously, more money is on the table for that.
I mean, like, what kind of stuff? Because I don't really, like, do the whole drug thing.
Oh, that is not what
Oh,
I was talking
okay.
about at all.
Yeah,
No.
you're kind of talking in, like, code type thing. Like, I don't know if you want me to see if I can score some Molly for you or something. Like, I don't really do that kind of thing.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm good, but thank you so much.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, don't need that. Nothing to do with that. I guess just in these late night times that you're here, like, we've gotten some visitors, and there's been all manner of meetings and things like that, but just someone that we can call on to take care of some of the paperwork stuff, to make some phone calls, to run some errands outside of the shop, basically.
So, like, an assistant manager position or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I can do that. Like, how
Yeah, and I'm
many
thinking, go ahead.
any extra hours or anything? Like,
Yeah, I'm thinking extra hours, and then there's some other bonuses. Actually, I want to talk it over with the book club first, but yeah, some other potential perks of the job. So I just wanted to see if you'd be open to that opportunity.
oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Well, I'm assuming that the club is going to be here pretty soon. So, um, yeah, thanks for taking some time to talk to me. Anything else you needed to report about the shop at the moment?
We got like a crate that I don't think anybody here ordered.
A crate.
Yeah, it's like full of like tobacco stuff, like stuff you put tobacco in, and then you.
Oh yeah, water pipes.
Yeah, those.
Um. Okay, I will take care of it. Thank you for letting me know. Where is it?
It's just in the back office.
Okay. All right, I'll check it out. But yeah, carry on, and thank you very much, and we'll talk later.
Okay. And as a storyteller note, I forgot to do something. That's my bad. Let's do introductions. Let's start with Jude because
Oh
we were
my
already
god,
on Jude.
I totally forgot too. I was so excited to jump right in. Hi, my name's Sarah. I'm playing Jude, the Brawlin Tremere, she, her for the both of us. And yeah, business mode, Jude. Here we go.
Business mode Jude has already been engaged. So
Activated.
slide over one to let's the player of Duran, Giovanni.
Afternoon, folk. My name's Cliff, and tonight I am appearing once again as your favorite Giovanni, Duran Giovanni.
Our favorite Giovanni, Uncle Augie.
He'll be coming along shortly.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Up from there to the player Mordecai.
Kind of a close second, really. So Uncle Augie, makes those fart jokes, but then Duran does his. Hey, Mike, me, him, he, him. Mordecai, he, him. The straight as an arrow, easily predictable. You can take him exactly the way he comes. Ministry, Mordecai.
Kind of gives like this, snaky kind of.
Yeah, exactly what you're paying for.
As I already mentioned, the player of Ja, Prince, is not going to be joining us this evening. Prince is traveling about. He will be back next week, and so we're going to hop over where Prince would be to the player of Abigail.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and I will be playing Abigail this evening, your techie Tremere, who is so excited not to be dealing with Piskies this evening. Please don't make us deal with Piskies this evening, Steve.
I have no idea what you're talking about. P.S. Check out Wednesdays for the Changeling game if you want to see some Piskies. So, since we just left off with Abigail, let's go back to Abigail and see what Abigail is doing after she just had a nice little chat with Winston.
Abigail is hungry, but not that hungry. So Abigail is finishing up her work as per usual. Abigail is sending a message to Frankie because Abigail needs some more stuff for her hair. She'd like to have a few more files, storyteller. So I'm going to send a quick text message to Frankie that says, hey, can we meet up and discuss? And then hit send.
You get back how many? Is a question mark.
Abigail says 4 should be enough. 2 of each.
Done. The drop off will be usual.
Excellent. Also, Abigail would have sent last time we went down into that SI complex, Abigail grabbed a whole bunch of the medications that were in there. And I assumed
There's
that
also
when she took
other things that you guys all grabbed a bunch of that no one's actually double checked on as of yet.
I'm assuming that we can double check on those later. But the vials of medication, like the containers of medication, I took probably about 1 each of what was on there, and I assume that the lab that I took it to would have the results back right now.
They would have the results back, yes.
Okay. Can I have those results, or do I need to go in?
The vast majority of the things, like you would have gotten like a physical letter folded up. And this is like old school lab type stuff. Like this is like the dot matrix, like the rip off strips on either side of the paper type thing that they didn't even bother ripping off before they packaged it up and sent it to you. The vast majority of the things are like various different drugs that pretty much do everything under the sun. They do like there's some things that would like kind of tranquilizer type stuff to knock things out, various things, animals, large animals, like humans. There's different drugs that would kind of bolster like adrenaline type thing, various of for all of the different types, like humans, larger animals, and then larger animals. Like there's one for an elephant in there. There's at least 5 different anticoagulants, and there is about the same number of things that if you were to inject it into a human, it would help in the coagulation process. So it's almost you're kind of getting the feeling, like if you take half of your technology and such. Actually, do you have any medicine? Let's ask that question.
I don't think I do actually.
Then you have no idea.
Yeah, no, I have no medicine.
Unless you want to roll intelligence and medicine and take your chances.
Take my chances on my medicine? Sure, why not?
And do you want to rouse your intelligence?
Apparently not. I have 4 successes.
4 successes. You remember some of these names kind of look familiar, so you probably popped over to the Tremere Chantry, and you kind of figure out that this would be kind of something that would be useful in experimentation on various like bloods and diseases, stuff like that. It would be like just like it's basically like a giant mix of every type of thing you would need to experiment on blood. And Hypnosil.
And would Abigail know what Hypnosil is?
Through the 4 successes, yes, you would. Hypnosil is a drug that is designed to knock somebody out and not have them have any dreams.
Is there anything else on the list?
Not really. Well, it's pretty much like you got a massive amount of different types of like pharmaceuticals and stuff like that to, coagulate blood, anticoagulate blood, just like stuff that's based off of like venoms of various like snakes and stuff like that, like just and spiders, etc. Like just if it bites onto somebody and it has a venom gland, there's something in there that either there's something in there since you took one of each that would be like a sample of said venom, and there's like the anti-venom of it.
Okay, so venoms and antivenoms. Okay. All right, so what Abigail is going to do is she's going to log on, and through her secure channel with Kevin, she's going to send the results to Kevin to see if Kevin can make anything of it.
Kevin, you get back like, how would you send it to him? Because you were printed out like a doc matrix type thing.
I just take a photo of it.
Okay. You would get back from Kevin probably like not immediately, but probably within like 15 or 20 minutes. Just sort of I'll take a look at it. Like I can't guarantee anything. Like I've got a few people that aren't awake right now that I'd have to kind of bug to see like what do you want to get from it? Like what
I would have written that we found some items in a SI complex. Want to know if you've seen these and what I should do about these.
Yeah, he basically says it's going to take at least a couple of days in order to get that information back to you.
Okay. So from there, then Abigail is going to send a text message to the group, or send a group message to the group chat saying, I'm heading down to Xenoschism. See you all there. And she's going to make her way down. She's going to walk because she's going to make a little stop in a goth club so she can eat, so she doesn't piss anybody off.
Give me a manipulation and persuasion or performance, whichever one happens to be higher. And I noticed Sarah kind of had a reaction when you said Xenoschism.
I did. I was gonna have Jude text back and be like, sandwich.
Sorry, sandwich.
It's, no, it's completely fine. I just thought it was funny.
Oh, so it was manipulation and performance?
Manipulation, yes. Or persuasion, whichever one happens to be higher. Persuade meant.
I have 5 successes, but I have a messy crit. So basically, I have 1 success and then I have 2 10s.
So what that basically means is, what is your hunger currently at?
1.
2, but okay.
Oh, sorry, 2. Like one additional. Yeah, sorry. 2.
One extra from what you were before. So in
Yeah.
attempting to track down prey, you kind of get a little frustrated. There's a couple of roadblocks, like you start chatting somebody up and then somebody else comes in and like puts their arm around them and then like escorts them away from you. So you're like, and you get a little hungrier because of that. But because you hit 5 successes, you eventually will track somebody down. And when you're able to feed from them, you're able to take the 2 from them and then, like, I don't know, leave them with some orange slices or something. Put some iron pills in their pocket or whatever.
That's what Gretchen can do. Orange slice duty.
We're turning into a Jason, everybody.
And do I see Bartleby as the DJ tonight, or is he?
No, not at this particular club.
Okay. Okay, cool.
From what you remember or understand, Bartleby is now leaning more towards being in the Succubus Club. So.
Okay. So in that case, Abigail is then going to head down to Sandwich.
Okay. Duran, what you up to other than the usual checking of books?
The usual checking of books, the usual phone calls, taking care of business as business needs to be taken care of. And it'll be, Jessica, it's about time. Get me Raphael Fine Art Auction House, please, on the phone.
Yes, Mr. Giovanni.
Do a little bit of work and then.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
This is Raphael Fine Art Auction House. See?
Who may I say is calling?
You may say Duran Giovanni is calling because that is who's
and
calling.
The line goes dead.
Well, that was very interesting. We will be going down there now. Excellent. Okay. Hang on a second. Yeah, I need to make a phone call anyways. And I'm calling Obadiah Ferguson's office.
Okay. You hear like a female presenting voice. Hello.
Senor Obadiah Ferguson, if you would be so kind.
And who may I say is calling?
This did not go well the last time I said this to someone else, so I'm hoping you are a friendly person. My name is Duran Giovanni.
Hold please. And then you hear like
Grazie.
the kind of beep cut off, and yeah, the music starts playing. Like it is like 1980s music. Like it's not up to date at all.
Oh, modern stuff. See, that is fantastic. Molto buena.
And then eventually you hear, "Hello, Obadiah Ferguson speaking."
See, Senor Ferguson, it is Senor Giovanni. And how are you
Oh,
this fine and wonderful day?
Mr. Duran, I believe, Duran Giovanni.
See, see,
Yes, yes, yes.
see.
It's been a while since we have spoken.
It has been a few weeks. I hope that the numbers that you see coming from our joint ventures are looking good, and you are enjoying the profits rolling in.
They are, yes, they
I
are.
get to see little bits. I have of you to ask a favor.
Oh,
You do know that the building Charlotte Industries building had a gas leak. See,
yes, yes.
um,
I am aware of that.
I have a delivery to get to Senora Ardennes, and another small delivery for another person who is with her. If we were to be, would you be able to give me an address to ship it to, where they could pick it up or something? I don't need to know wherever it is they are calling home right now, but it would be nice to get this out of my. They would probably find it a very useful delivery.
Okay, okay. So we would. I don't actually know. I hear Miss Ardain has a penthouse that is somewhat near the financial district.
Ah, Viene, viene. That would be good. Even a place where a lackey can accept and sign for and hold it until she has a chance to drop by and visit. That would be quite fine.
In which case, send it to, and there's a blah of an address that I'm assuming you scribbled down. Send it,
Bueno,
yeah,
bueno.
yeah. Make sure that it is for Miss Ardan, very specifically on that particular address. I believe
I
the Google Maps or something can get you like a postal code for it.
oh yes, yes, yes. See, that is what you use here. See, that is wonderful. Yes, I look forward to doing this.
Excellent.
Also, I have met of you and Senora Davenport and Senor Ardennes, and I'm wondering, are there other venture in the city who would appreciate a suit fitting? Business is business, and the more business, the more business. Um,
Business is business. There are a few other venture in the city. For some reason, this seems to be a place where kindred are starting to, I hate to use this particular turn of phrase, but congeal.
ah, you're a funny man, Senor Obadiah. See if you could point them towards my shop. Let them know that should they
I can.
identify themselves as a member of your fine, upstanding high clan, the first suit is, as I have done with yourself, always free.
Hmm.
And the business after that is always beneficial.
Yes, I will pass along any messages along those lines to any enterprising kindred of the Venture clan.
Bien, that is fantastic. Oh, you have made a wonderful start to my evening. I hope that you have a very low stress and very uh, profitable night.
You as well, Mr. Giovanni.
Good evening, Senor Ferguson.
Have a good evening. And as a storyteller note, if anybody wants to see the first meeting between Duran Giovanni and Mr. Obadiah Ferguson, go over there to the Patreon.
And it is time. Get to my gray walking about, Hugo Boss. It is time to go down to the sandwich.
Sandwich, yes, Mr. Giovanni. I will
Sandwich.
get your suit right away.
See, thank you, Jessica.
So Mordecai, what you up to?
Honestly, I don't know. Um,
That's descriptive.
the meeting with the Fae irritated Mordecai a little bit. He was out of his element. in a sense where his element wasn't, or rather, he wasn't able to flex the way he normally does, and that's vexing at this stage in the game. So he's remembering his teachings, sort of the stuff that his sire sort of touched on very briefly, because he's more of one direction in terms of the ministry and their sort of thing and their various foci than the other. So he's looking at and sort of examining some of the items that everybody recovered, that he particularly recovered from that one particular room.
They're mostly a bunch of low-level stuff. And do you have any occult rating?
Do I have a cult? Actually, you know what? I don't.
In
I don't
which
know
case,
if I did.
this might be a little harder to figure out.
So I'm going to rouse my intelligence anyway. But sorry, I don't have my character sheet up in front of me.
That's helpful.
Abigail's got an occult of 3 if you want to call her over.
No,
Yeah,
no,
same.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 Tremere in the party.
Yes.
And the guy who likes
talk
playing with
about that.
dead things has got a lot of occult
Well,
too. So
Mordecai needs to do it for himself.
Yes, we have to get Mordecai to figure out his occult things by himself.
First thing you have to do, you have to kind of try. I'm pretty sure, though, I do not have.
It's like falling off a horse.
Exactly. Come on. Nothing.
These certainly are pretty items that you collected.
Huh. Completely out of his element again. Very frustrating. So he does some meditation. He does some focusing, despite the fact that the house is operating as the house operates. He puts 2 of the smaller items in his pocket.
So it's probably like a little teeny tiny bracelet type thing that has like a metal piece on it, and
Sure.
kind of like a
I think I grabbed a dagger.
yeah, like a really small kind of dagger that has like a metal kind of sheath that kind of looks like it's made of the same material as the handle.
Sure. It's a knife. You stab people with it.
Usually,
And I will. He's going to contact Duran specifically on his way to, I guess, Sandwich.
okay.
text or phone.
Say again, sorry.
Text or phone.
Or phone.
Oh, text, I think. And it's basically going to say, next step, question mark. Also, what is this? Takes a picture of the knife.
Oh, see those things. Okay, fortunately, I've just gotten downstairs, so I'm going to turn around and go back upstairs to go get my loot that I grabbed from underneath the SI safe house, or the from the labs. Oh, and while I'm there now, I was given an envelope by Chauncey. Is there a second envelope, or is that the envelope for?
That is the only thing you were given. Just that.
Okay, so I will grab that as well and tuck that in a pocket because that's going to the same place. So next step, question mark, question mark. Lots to do. Let the pot boil. And I'm bringing things too. Is show and tell. Send.
Meditating in the car. Just
Understandable.
seething.
Just since we're talking about all this Second Inquisition loot that we brought back, I don't believe Jude had anything because she was focused on grabbing the book at that time
Yes.
that they were there to grab. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything that I had. Cool.
And I think the book got dropped off to Cassius,
Cassius.
didn't it?
That is
did.
my understanding. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Along with something that seems suspiciously like the thing you were described that was taken from the Fey creatures.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten that.
So, and Joe like just takes a sip of her drink and then puts it back. So everybody is probably gonna get to the sandwich, or formerly known as Xenoschism, at about the same time.
Xeno switch.
I'm already here.
Sandskism.
Nice.
Sandschism.
I've already talked to the sign people at Sandwich, okay? Is Mordecai okay, so Jude wants to wave down Mordecai when he gets in there. Hey, Mordecai, come here.
Yes.
I just wanted you to know I didn't forget about our thing, and she out of her cargo pants pocket takes a little rounded square of hematite and like holds it out. There you go.
Thank you.
It's a snack.
Yes, you've given me one before.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you have enough that you need, or that as much as you want.
It's like a dealer. It's terrible. You're going down the wrong path, Jude. It's terrible.
Listen, I think so.
I
I
know
don't know.
dealers.
I guess I never told you guys. I mean, when I was out on the street, I was a straight up drug dealer. So like, this isn't new.
So I wonder why the ministry passed you by. Or
Well,
did the tower get you first?
I mean, as you know, my entrance into this great northern country was a bit on the fly, if you will. So didn't.
Oh yeah, no.
got it right. Tried to get started a little bit when I first got here, but then got hooked up with you, and Cassius threw me a bone, so I decided to
Speaking
stop
of, we have
for
to
the
talk
most
about
part.
that fella.
Right. And at this point, Jude will basically like just gesture to like everybody to maybe go to the back.
To make your way to the table.
Yep. She looks around at everybody. Do we want to go down there right now, or what?
I arrive with my usual exuberance of Buenos Aires. It is time again for the Sunset Appreciation League and book club.
And book club, indeed.
And book
T-shirts
club.
over there.
And we have reading material tonight to discuss.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, So down we go.
See.
Okay.
Indeed.
If you'd be so kind, Abigail.
Absolutely. Abigail takes the key from around her neck and she puts it into the keyhole to open up the staircase.
The standard kind of like stone moving sound, stone against stone, as it kind of shifts down each stair, going a little bit further down. And for anybody who hasn't seen this yet, this is the underground complex that is completely and utterly kind of cleaned out. There doesn't seem to be anything in there.
It's not a complex. It's one huge freaking arena-sized room.
I think
Oh,
though,
yeah,
storyteller, would furniture have arrived that
there
that Abigail ordered?
There's some stuff, but it would have been kept upstairs
Okay.
in pieces. In the boxes.
Like flat packed.
Yeah.
Well, when it goes down, I'll pick up a box and carry it downstairs.
Yeah, Abigail's gonna grab like
same.
the nearest flat pack box and bring it down with her.
Oh, I want to bring the crate.
It's moving day.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah,
Oh.
I want to take the crate down there.
Barehanded.
Anything heavy?
You know, it's
Uh,
funny. You pay more money, and yet you still get these flat pack IKEA-like boxes, even though you've paid for quality furniture. I
We
want
can
to
slide
know.
them down the stairs though.
I mean, I guess that's a bonus, but I was really hoping not to have to divorce the entire coterie over a IKEA put together of furniture.
it's the
Really?
real test of any relationship.
I mean, think of it this way: it's not real wood, so nobody can stake anybody with any of the scrap.
Well, but that's the thing. It's not IKEA. I didn't order IKEA, yet they flat packed it anyway. So I'm impressed that we still have to put together our own furniture. So much for that idea.
Well,
I'm not
I
rousing
guess we
my
can't
intelligence
avoid
for
some
this.
things.
enough.
Storyteller. Yeah,
That's me.
I just want to carry the box down barehanded. Do I need
Well-
a strength situation?
What is your strength?
3 or yeah, 3.
Yeah, you should be able to like wrangle a box easily enough.
Okay, cool.
Is anyone below 3 in strength?
No,
I am.
Yeah, I am.
I'm at 2.
below 3. Oh, right, below 3.
I'm at
right.
2.
I can
2 and
ask.
2. With the 2, it's a little bit harder to finagle a box down. So it's a stone staircase basically. So yeah,
I'm not grabbing anything big. I'm not going to wrinkle my suit over this. Grab a small flat pack, couple of chairs or something. I don't know what's in it. Something I can tuck under an arm and carry it down. Or if it's bigger than tucking under an arm, I'm going to put it edgewise on the stone step and slide her on down.
Just for shits and giggles, I'll rouse my potence,
Show off.
and then I'll just walk down with like a flat pack under other arm.
Mordecai needs this. He needs this.
God
Just
damn.
give it to him.
I need
Just
to
give
be
it to him.
useful.
Just give him this one, y'all.
give me a wits and awareness for everybody else.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared.
Also, take a drink. I have root beer. Yay.
3 successes for me.
5. And
I got a 1.
Duran would be the first to notice this. Gretchen sees Mordecai basically just lift things like they don't weigh anything whatsoever. And she's like,
And Jude will like look back at Gretchen and be like, he does so much CrossFit. Like he like throws those tires and he like, he like yells and like runs around and like, all those, it's so hot right now. Like he's been in since the beginning of it when it first got popular. So he's super, super strong.
See, he CrossFits, I parkour.
in a suit?
Come on, Duran.
In a suit? Like, do you have like it on YouTube and stuff? Like, do you?
No.
He's got tracksuits.
No, I do not social media.
'Cause,
I do it for me, not for others.
I mean, part of like YouTube and stuff is to like do stuff that people haven't seen before, and like parkour in a suit. That's something I'm pretty sure nobody's seen
Actually,
before.
That's a really good point.
and they're not going to. I don't YouTube.
Aw, man. I'm gonna log that one away though.
And I'm gonna tuck the thing under, and as I'm walking down, just gonna look at you and go, if I ever see a camera, I will be
wouldn't do
quite
that. Come on.
upset.
I won't. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. It's
Duran
just
will
a,
be very cross.
just a jest.
I mean,
Okay, so do we all make it down there with our cargo?
Yeah. Eventually, you
Okay.
get everything down there.
Once everything is down there, I'm gonna throw the switch so the stairwell goes up again.
Okay.
Cool,
to
perfect.
be fair, I can almost carry one of those bookcases on either arm. It's just they're very unwieldy. You just need the strap in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not using straps. Like,
So
You're right.
as
barehanding it.
as the stairs go up, I'm going to take a half step towards the group and go, Senora Jude, you have not had a chat with or ghouled your employee, have you?
No, I actually was going to bring that up because I think I should do that.
See,
And
Going to
good call.
call her.
yeah, because then she can work more and do more stuff for us, and she's in school, so she wants more money. You know, a lot of bills, I assume. And I asked her if she wanted more responsibility, and she seemed amenable to that. And I said, okay, cool. You know, you'll enter this assistant manager capacity, and then there are
Jude,
potentially other
Jude.
perks, but
Jude, there's a difference between giving her more responsibility and having her reliant on your blood, because you realize that she stops aging when she takes your blood. So that means that as she ages, if you stop giving her your blood, she will suddenly become 50 when she looks like she's 20, 30 years down the road. Are you sure
Right.
you want that responsibility?
it does not
Are you
stop,
sure you want to inflict that on somebody else?
it does not stop the aging, it slows the aging.
wait.
Ghouls,
Well,
ghouls still die of old age. It just takes a
Well,
lot
yes, they
longer.
still die of old age, but they
It takes a
don't.
lot longer. However,
Yes.
the other argument is, how much can we tiptoe around here? And what happens the first time a guru comes through that door?
Okay, first storyteller, in terms of Jude's like young vampiric age, is like Abigail telling her this like the first time she would hear about the exact things that a ghoul goes through, or what is that something that I already knew? Because this is actually the first like time as in a vampire group that like there hasn't been some kind of communal ghoul around. So like I actually am I'm actually not sure
All good to feed her.
if Jude knows that.
I mean, there was, but you don't.
Oh, there was, right.
Yeah, but
There was, but it wasn't my
she
ghoul.
she left with Margaret. Yeah, it's
right.
I don't know if it's the first time you would have heard about it necessarily, but this is the first time that somebody's saying, like, if you do
In plain
this-
language.
Yeah, if you do this,
Okay.
there could be kind of an issue type thing.
Okay,
And a
cool. I
humanity
just wanted to make
stain.
sure my oh gosh. I just want to make sure my reaction is correct in character.
My question is about your philosophy.
My philosophy?
Yeah, honestly, the player can't remember the name of the Tremere lean that you're
Oh, Karna.
Karna.
House
thank
of
you.
Karna. Yeah.
Isn't Karna all about individuality, freedom of autonomy? Would Karna frown upon, or would they accept permanently bonded lackeys who are
right.
enslaved to you?
I do want to make something clear here. Karna is a very old and very powerful kindred. She has done the same nasty shit in service to herself and her own goals as many other kindred has. She isn't some kind of like angelic figure that's never, done. So there were no hard and fast rules that I was made aware of about ghouling somebody. I mean, hearing Abigail kind of describe it like that, now I'm kind of like,
Well, she becomes your
I'm not
responsibility. She becomes the only.
You have to walk her.
I
You
know,
have
but
to lead her.
shouldn't I be getting some responsibility, learning some responsibility? I feel like I'm asking
Nobody's-
my parents to get a gerbil.
She
To be-
is also does not have free will
not
when it
housebroken
comes
yet.
to you. She loses free will when it comes to you. She is your servant.
She already is Senora Jude's responsibility as her employee if she does not wish to release her. And right now, she has no free will. If she sees one of us break the masquerade, we have
She's
to break
dead.
her neck.
Well,
If
Okay,
she is
hold up.
brought into the family and taught, then options become more open. And who knows? I mean, you may say, hey, this is a cool thing. Do you want to do it? And she may freak out and want to call the police, in which case we have a situation to begin with.
And she's dead.
I mean, she seems very like chill and grounded, and she like doesn't ask a million questions typically. I mean, she has them here and there, but I mean, she doesn't seem like the type of person that's gonna like go out and blab. And like you said, if I tell her after I do the whole ghouling process or whatever, if I say, you know, you don't say anything, then she doesn't say anything, right? Like that's the whole thing. Okay. I don't want to get too bogged down in this right now because there's so much other stuff we have to talk about. But I'm leaning towards doing it because shouldn't we? I feel like we need somebody. I need somebody. I need somebody to help me.
You can do whatever you feel is right. I just want you to know what the actual implications are in terms of what is happening to this person. She's a person, she's breathing, she's living, she has a brain. However, you will be taking that away. You will be taking away
Not true.
well, the free will, at least. So I'm just letting
Not-
you know, whatever decision you choose to make, I will support. I'm just letting you know that these are the implications in case you were not aware that this is
Yeah.
how this may affect you.
No, I
If you
needed
want-
to know that like plainly like that because I don't think it's ever been really like explained to me honestly. Like so obviously that gives me more like to think about. And
If you want,
bleh.
feel free to go out and have a chat with Mercy as to whether or not she has free will, and she can turn me down at any time.
Okay, wait. Yeah, maybe I should talk to her though. Okay. We're gonna table that for now, I think. Shouldn't I open this letter? Isn't there a letter?
The sealed letter that is from the Fae that only you can open.
Yeah.
This letter, see.
I'm half in the mind of setting fire to it, but you do you.
Nah, I want to open it.
See?
So
hand it to Jude.
So I'll take the letter from Durant.
I'm going to stand behind one of the Billy bookcases,
Okay.
setting it up,
Fair
pretending
enough.
like I'm actually doing something with it, but I'm literally putting the Billy bookcase between me and the
Billy bookcase can't protect you.
envelope.
Not from the magic of the Fae.
Hashtag Billy bookcase can't protect you.
Right, that's a shirt.
That's our raid call tonight.
That's, yeah,
apparently.
that's gonna be
Yeah,
our
right
raid
call.
call.
That's perfect actually. Billy bookcase. Fantastic. Okay, so I'll take the letter and I'll just open it and whatever happens.
Uh,
I get swallowed up.
so you open up the letter, and it's got the wax seal. As soon as you crack the wax seal, the letter kind of hops out of your hand
Puff of glitter.
onto the floor, and it
What the-
unfolds itself because it's
Ooh.
folded the four ways, so it pops open
Okay.
and then pops open the other way.
Oh,
And
if this says Obi-Wan, you are our only hope, I am out.
before you, there is an actual hologram,
One.
What?
but it is of
General
Bareth Nuanite.
General Kenobi. You fought with my.
Okay.
Baroness Jude. In the letter that is at my feet, you will find a list of properties that we agreed upon that you would protect. This will be a favor to the Sealy in the area, and it would be a great honor to me to have you retrieve the other item that we discussed. And then it sort of like dissipates back into the letter.
Oh no, Weasley.
And Jude does kind of have like a really almost like giddy like moment, just like ooh, because she just thinks it's cool. Damn, holograms and all. Okay, so and is the at the when the hologram finishes speaking, does the hologram just like pop out of
Yeah,
existence, or how
it
does
kind
that
of
work?
like dissipates into the letter itself.
into a glitter bomb.
Okay. Let me sense the unseen right now.
Sure.
Okay. I'll do wits and aspects.
Witty
And
specs.
I gotta bump that up soon. Okay, I got 3.
3 successes.
Yep.
You notice the pale auras of your associates.
Okay.
And there is kind of it almost does actually kind of look like glitter, but when you looked at it initially, the letter itself doesn't have any glitter on it, but it's kind of sparkly, kind of like a hologram. Like if you were
Okay.
to move it side to side, it kind of has that like shimmer.
Pay more for that in the comic store.
Great.
So this list of places.
Yeah, so it looks like it's the list of places that she wants protected, and then wants us to get the item. Now, out of character, I might need some help. I don't remember where the cylinder thing. I don't remember where did that end up. Who
Cassius.
has that?
You
Yeah,
gave it to
Cassius has it.
Cassius.
Okay,
Cassius
I
has it. You
wasn't
guys went
100% sure.
right to
I just
Cassius with it.
great. Cool. No doubt.
See,
So
these locations.
yeah. Storyteller, can I have
There
what's one of the
are
locations?
3 locations listed. 2
Okay.
of them seem to be kind of smaller parks in the
okay.
greater Vancouver area, and
Which parks?
the parks of
Stanley.
No.
No. So there was. Where did it go? I had it saved. There it is. Hastings Park,
Okay.
which is what contains the PNE and
See?
the PNE Fair.
The what now?
The Pacific.
The Pacific National Exhibition.
A permanent amusement park.
Oh.
Up here in Canada, there used to be 3. There are now 2. The biggest one and most well known is in Toronto, the CNE, the Central National Exhibition, or the Canadian National Exhibition. Happens every year, a week or 2 before Labor Day, and it's basically a state fair. Big.
Oh,
And it's
sure.
everything from horses and cows to rides and demos and all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, we
You've
got that here in the Midwest for sure.
You've got the PNE, which is the Pacific National Exhibition, and there used to be in Ottawa the CCE, which was the Canadian Capital Exhibition, but they turned the exhibition grounds into condominiums and Starbucks about 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago.
I'm here for
so
the
it's
new
gone.
Canada information.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Here's your learning
I love
moment
it.
for the day.
I like it. Hey, I'm here for that info for sure. Okay, so we got Hastings near Pacific National Exhibition.
Yeah. So there's also a Trout Lake listed.
Oh, okay. That's in Burnaby, isn't it?
That is in East Vancouver.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it
Okay.
past the border of Burnaby?
I don't believe so. Not according to my
Oh.
Google Maps.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
awesome.
So Hastings Park, Trout Lake, and the third, drum roll please.
The third
Hey.
is
Our building. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. Ta-da.
You need to stop. Don't give him ideas.
No, I have bigger plans for that.
Womp
no.
womp.
And the third, if I can find where I put it on this map, the third is the Second Beach swimming pool.
Sorry, the
Second
second
Beach.
beach.
Yeah, right in Stanley Park.
Right in Stanley
I was
Park.
just about to say I recognize that
Over.
name. I remember seeing it on the map. Dang it.
Yep.
Great. Of course. So you manifested it,
Okay.
Mike. You manifested it and now it's here.
Oh,
Hey, it's not
Oh,
my
boy.
problem, Baron.
Baroness.
I'm
Baroness Jude.
gender neutraling it. It's fine.
Hmm.
So how are we supposed to protect these properties exactly?
I mean, I don't think that was necessarily like 100% determined. I mean, I had kind of assumed it'd be like we kind of go out on patrol and we like check it out, like, you know,
Who's got time for that?
one by
Well,
one.
For
I mean,
what? But
there's the one option that, I mean, the problem is that they're very, very big, but like the areas that we're covering. But the one option is that when June and I have a chance to learn a few more things from our chantry, we could potentially ward them against pretty much everything except Fae, or at least try to do something like that. But they're big areas, so that might be problematic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Plus, you can't
Um,
stop.
humans.
Exactly.
And out of character, I don't think I'm going to have the XP for that until like at least next season.
I certainly don't. I
Just
certainly
regular,
don't.
everyday mortal interference.
See,
How do we stop the average schmuck from going in there and lawn mowing
Sure.
the park?
But are we actually protecting it from just mortals? Are we protecting it from supernaturals? That's the question. Because mortals, I mean, what can they really do to a changeling realm or whatever it is that it is as a place of power? What can a mortal really do to harm it? I think it's more
paradise and put up a
supernatural.
parking lot.
See, I will put the mortal with any of the heavy construction equipment against anything that any of us can throw at it.
Right, but these places are already like established landmarks here, right? Like they didn't just like, these are places that are gonna be around for a while, right? Like a lake.
I don't honestly see anybody paving over the pool, to be perfectly honest.
Like these places are gonna stick there. So I don't know that we need to worry like that someone's gonna bulldoze it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I
mean, you're right. Mortals could, they've surprised us before. Mortals could potentially do something horrible to these places of power. So
what else, Duran?
3 quick points. We should have asked, and we will have to open the discussion with these Baroness again, is exactly what are we protecting it against so that we can figure out how we are to protect it. And the third thing is the paving paradise to put up the parking lot. I spent some time in other parts of Canada, including Ottawa, and they paved over the CCE grounds to put up a parking lot. If they will do that there, they will do that here. Knowing the construction trade as well as I do, if one accidentally knocks over a historic building, the fine is minuscule.
Okay.
And if one includes the facade, there's no fine.
Those are valid, but I feel like those are like long-term problems for this. I'm thinking more about what's going on in these places now, like right now.
We would need to know why we are protecting them and against whom.
Okay, what's your second point?
No, that was.
Did you already go?
That was pretty much all 3.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of it.
I'm trying to be less wordy. It's I don't know a thing.
No,
I will fail.
I like how you express yourself. Don't worry about that.
So we have these. We have Sula Rose. We still need to check into. We have, and I'm going to reach into my pocket and pull out some of the stuff we got from the SI place. Pathunk. We have these, which have been hanging around, which I have not gotten to, which I'm sure that other people have some stuff in their pockets. And we have the little box to get for the face. So we are putting together quite a list of bits and pieces. There's also another situation where I would appreciate the assistance of the Coterie.
Oh yeah, what is it? Your uncle or your cousin or whatever that's coming?
Oh, see, Giancarlo will be coming into town probably in the next few days.
Okay.
I am not sure exactly when. I look forward to that. But before Giancarlo came into town, before I came to town, there was a Giovanni Ghoul working in this city named Francis. He worked for the Raphael Fine Arts Auction House. I called them today just to see if I could find out where this member of my family is. And when I introduced myself on the phone, they hung up. I don't like that. That bodes not well. So my thought is to, my initial thought is to buy the place, fire them all, and burn it down. But I am letting emotion get ahead of myself here. So
in that one.
So it is a minor thing. We can take care of a lot of this other stuff first.
That is weird though, because like I mean, I thought like your family was like everybody's tight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's weird. So it's weird, right?
It is weird unless somebody is screwing around with something somewhere.
Well, yeah, for sure.
See,
okay,
so
well,
I'm thinking we get the item that the Fey Baroness person wants. And that gives us our walk in the door again to say, okay, so we have looked at these three spaces. What are we protecting them from? What are you scared of?
I think the question that we need to ask is, and I mean, if we want to make these attempts to get this item, that's fine. How exactly is it that you think we're going to get this from Cassius?
That's my next concern, because I feel like he's not going to want to give that back.
Well, I want to know why
he
well, here's the thing. He thinks that it belongs to the kindred, and the Fae think that it belongs to them. And apparently, I guess, the Garu thought that it belonged to them. So who does it actually belong to?
Do you know why there are still pyramids in Egypt? Because they were too big for the Brits to pull up and carry off to Great Britain.
Wow.
So it belongs to whoever apparently has it in their hands at the moment.
I guess it is a good idea to like, maybe if we can like, wait. I'm having a brainstorm. What if, okay, so we just go and like see Cassius or whatever, and we're just like, yo, hey, what's up? We've been doing all this stuff for you, like what's going on, like, you know, and then we can just ask some questions about the item and just be like, hey, like, where did this come from, like what's the history? And then we can sort of, depending on what he says, like we can kind of just like worm our way and be like, you should give it back to us because of XYZ, and just craft the response based on what he tells us about about its origin.
And he wouldn't be at all suspicious that you're suddenly showing interest in the items that we've been procuring for him.
Well, no, because it's especially if it came from Abigail or I, because we're just like, oh, you know, we're learning like any good Tremere should about these elements.
Does he care that you're actually learning? As far as I understood, he hasn't even let you in the chantry yet.
Oh no, we went the one time. Yeah, no, I went one time. It was fine. So like, yeah, things are going better in our relationship. And I mean, I don't know. That's just the first thing. It's sort of like, don't go there and or don't go to like a meeting with him and be like, okay, we need that back now. But be more like, oh, like, what is this? Like, how's it going with you and your, you know, this whole thing you're trying to do? Like, how is it going? Like, what's the update? Like, we're invested in what's going on here.
We also need to consider, what does the item do? Because if the item is something that potentially could cause danger to our kind, if it is in the hands of someone else, like how do we know that this isn't the item that the Fae perhaps need? And I'm saying this theoretically because we don't know what it does. What if this is perhaps the one item that the Fae can get their hands on that could have the potential to ash a kindred or something like that? Like, I think it's important that we know what the item is actually supposed to do. What do you think, Mr. Giovanni? Because I know that you're involved in magic with your family as well.
I would be very intrigued, because the stone was to get in and out of the chantry or something like that, or the hidden spaces underneath. I had wondered what everything had done, but Cassius played very, very coy. I would note that I doubt it will have a great impact on the Fae's ability to ash us or something. Maybe it does make that easier, but I would also like to point out that not obtaining this pisses off a large group of people that we are in a small room with, and having them ash us is probably not, whether they have it or not going to make a big amount of difference to us. But I would like to know what it does as well, because that might give us an idea of who it belongs to. And if it belongs to a group that is not any of us, boy,
There's more stuff out there than kindred, Garu, mages, and Fae. There's more.
I mean,
What
there
about
could be, for all we know. I haven't read through every book in the Chantry. I'm sure that there's other stuff.
Porca miseria, there is who knows what there are out there. I mean, my family deal with the race and the
I don't like
the
this
howling
things.
dead.
I mean,
But-
there are legends of in the Eastern Europes, I believe, of the Baba Yagas and the things like that, I think. So
Russian
there's
witches.
any potential number of different supernaturals that we know nothing about.
If we go simply by the stories that humans like to tell by the fireside, my family were involved at the time in the place of the Silk Road, and the stuff coming out of the East is very strange. And this is the Walking Undead saying it is very strange.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
Duran. Oh, I was gonna say, like, okay, so you do stuff with ghosts.
see, and kind of corpses, the whole zombie thing sort of thing.
Oh, right. I don't know. Oh man, this is just all so much stuff.
So
And Jude looks definitely like so many variables, so many different things, so much unknown that she definitely is like fretting a bit in this moment about what to do.
I think, I don't know, maybe we should involve Mr. Jaw in this conversation, or
Oh,
At least- get some ideas from Cassius as to what these items are, and then bring it to Mr. Jaw to discuss before we hand anything over.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
we do
for
have to make
sure.
these decisions together.
Yeah,
See-
yeah, you're right.
See,
There's just a lot going on.
But we can at least get to the background information.
Yeah, for sure.
But the question is, I guess, how do we approach it? I mean, we could be honest with Cassius and say, well, these Fae asked us for this, and we want to know what it does, because it could potentially be a
Sounds-
difference between us having friends in the Fae and not. Or
see
we
that
could
going
be
over
just coy and ask him what the items do.
Or we could be coy and ask him what some other item does.
and head
Palm
in
that
that
item,
direction.
Get out of
and-
there. Give it to the Fae.
Oh no, they know what they're looking for.
Duran, what was the stuff that you when you the SI stuff? What actually was that stuff?
This is just things, and storyteller just dumped whatever was in my pockets. I don't even know what I picked up, because I just said
I'm curious.
I was
about that.
grabbing handfuls of stuff on the way out.
Yeah, you were suitcasing stuff. You were like,
Oh yeah, I actually had the briefcase full of paperwork. So
Oh,
yeah, I was
yeah.
suitcasing stuff.
At the point that Duran dumps everything onto the table, that's a good time for a break. Because I have notes.
one thing hits another thing and goes.
Oh, just as a note, I was going to run an intelligence and occult, which can wait until after the break, but I did rouse my intelligence and passed with flying colors.
Damn.
So
Yay.
All right, so come back in about 7 minutes, everybody. We will be having a bit of a break. Go hydrate. Make sure that you've got all your snacks, because this is going to
Have a
be
snack.
entertaining. See y'all later.
Yeah.
welcome back, everybody. They're trying to sort stuff out. I don't know what's going on. Take it away,
Roused my
everybody.
intelligence.
You're making plans. Rousing your intelligence?
Roused my intelligence and I passed.
Damn.
So Duran has put down the items.
Some
Correct?
things.
It's a bunch of like trinket item things that are there, like a small bauble that's round, like a stone that has like wire wrapped around it that's in a necklace. It's like just a bunch of like stuff that you would see in kind of a magic shop that they would be like,
The stuff that should have been in these
Stuff like is upstairs.
Yeah,
So intelligence and occults then.
sure.
Wait,
that
are we
sounds
even going
right.
to be
Sorry,
selling
just
this
trying to
stuff
put
anymore?
together the pool.
Are we going to be what?
No, I'm asking the group, because if we're changing the name to Sandwich, aren't we like turning it into like some sort of a Subway franchise or something? Are we even going to be selling this crap anymore?
What about
I'm gonna
Quiznos?
Diablerize you for saying that. No, no, not sandwiches.
that
sand,
just-
like sand, as in sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives, like that.
So we're a romance novel shop now.
Oh
My-
God.
My support for Judith Prince is growing. I'm liking
Right?
the way she's going.
Uh,
So I'm
I don't know. I'm still thinking
Burning
about
a
the
willpower.
inventory.
It doesn't
I'm
I'm-
thinking
sound-
about
As-
the inventory.
I have a dice pool of
Abigail is
9.
focusing very intently on not on this conversation.
I'm playing with the trinkets. I have a dice pool of only 5, but I got 4 successes.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I've got 5 successes.
So you look at the items, and there's about 10 of them in the big pile of everybody's magic items. Only about 2 of them seem to actually do something. The rest seem kind of like they're touched by magic, but not necessarily that they would affect anything personally.
I rolled
So these 2 that
0 successes. So these things seem to run on some kind of electricity.
They don't run on electricity at all. There's no electricity involved.
Okay, so this stuff is
So the stuff
Done.
that we recognize, the 2 items that we recognize, storyteller.
It would be the bracelet with the kind of metal piece that is connected. It almost looks like it's kind of wire, like chainmail for the actual bracelet itself, and then like a flat kind of curved piece of metal. And the other one is the necklace that has the like kind of stone with the wire on it that Duran put down.
So the dagger doesn't register?
It registers as kind of magic touched, but not
Magic
necessarily
adjacent?
nice dagger, but nothing fancy.
Okay, so and the bracelet and the necklace we recognize as being what exactly?
They would have magical kind of items. Magic. They have magic to them, but you're not sure what. With 5 successes.
Put on the bracelet.
No.
What's the worst that can happen?
Okay.
Like at 5 successes, you're definitely able to tell. Like, okay, this is. It's something that somebody tried to make look like a magic item, but it is not anything magical property related.
And so Jude will look over these things and sort of think for a second, do we have any friends that are mages? Or just all the ones we've encountered, they're trying to kill us?
I'm pretty sure that all the ones that we've encountered, we've killed.
See,
we
And in fact, the last
Yeah.
time we went after somebody, it wasn't even, hey, how you doing? Oh no, you're actually a bad guy. You guys just ran in and beat the fuck out of people.
Yeah, we did.
Kicked
do
one through the
that.
portal and the whole thing.
I mean, we all tried to kill them, really, Mr. Strickland.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, okay. I was just thinking maybe they could tell us what was going on with some of this stuff. That's all. But
now
Maybe we could make Cassius a trade.
Why don't
See?
we find a
Ooh.
mage friend? seem to be
We could
accumulating
find a
allies.
mage friend.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Hey, you're techie.
trade.
Why don't we find one of
trade.
those techie ones?
You know what? Let's see what we can. I'm not particularly fond of those robot things, those automatons that
Yeah, that was
they
hard to
brought
punch.
with them.
Oh,
But yeah, so they were trying to, like, I don't know, turn the Baron car into like some sort of electric hybrid or something. I don't know. So yeah, probably not them.
No.
No.
Storyteller, can I log on and see if I can find any kindred friendly mage contacts?
You can certainly try.
All right. So
So what else? What else do we have down here? We have a bunch of IKEA stuff.
oh,
it's
the
basic.
crate.
What crate?
So when I was here and I was like talking to Gretchen and doing all of my business stuff, she said a crate got delivered and they're, like water pipes, aka cannabis paraphernalia, I'm assuming is what is implied by that. Used for tobacco only, head shop style. So
Okay.
I didn't order that. Did any of you order
What's the
that
problem?
stuff?
Isn't this place
Is
sort of a
is there a manifest sheet in there? Any sort of invoice?
Oh, good call. So
There
I would
is,
like
yeah.
to open the crate.
While
It's
she's doing.
pretty much what Gretchen described. Like, there's a bunch of stuff like that, but there's a packing
Okay.
slip and stuff.
That's what I want to see.
While she's doing that, 6 successes, storyteller.
To see if you can find a mage that's kindred friendly.
Yes.
There's no dings that come up whatsoever.
Damn.
Mostly from that particular server, you get a bunch of like, oh, I knew a guy. Once about 20 years ago, I knew him, and he's dead.
Chris Angel came to town once.
Yeah, it's basically a bunch of
Nice.
that shit. Like, oh, do you remember David? David, what's his name? He made like a jumbo jet
Copperfield.
disappear.
I'm assuming that no amount of successes would actually get me this information. Okay, not
You
worth
are
bothering
correct,
me.
sir.
It was a
Alright,
good
not
try
worth-
though.
So don't seem to be any sort of kindred friendly mages in the area. Any ones that would be willing to talk to us? We'd probably have to.
Kidnap him and convince him.
No. That's way
I mean,
too
it's
much
not like we
work.
haven't
don't
been
need
running
all of
into them
that.
whether we wanted to or not.
It was
Maybe
just
the
a
next
passing.
thing-
Yeah, if we run into one and they, maybe one day we can make a mage friend.
I mean, what figure the next fucking ashtray that Cassius has to go rubbing up against, we'll probably find a mage.
Maybe. Okay, so what does the packing slip say? Like, does that give an indication of who ordered this?
It's a numbered company.
It's a what? A numbered company?
Yes.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean by that.
It's
numbered
basically-
companies.
Yeah, where a company line, like where it was sent from, it just basically has a bunch of numbers.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys have that in. Like, do you guys have?
I was
numbered
gonna say-
companies in the States.
I
Yeah,
don't think
they
so. That's
invented
why
it.
I'm really.
Instead of an actual
they do?
company name, what it is
Oh.
it's like a whole bunch of numbers, limited or whatever like that, or
Yeah,
12763
something.
Okay, that's not
Is it a
something I'm
code?
familiar with. So I learned that today. Cool beans.
And you hear again.
Knocks at the top. Okay.
You hear
one
it through
second,
concrete?
y'all. All right, so I'll. We have to hit the lever first, right?
Okay,
Before we
now
go there?
the lever. When is the lever on the wall? So when you hit the lever, the stairs come down. You're kind of standing at the back of the stairs.
Yeah,
so
you'd
people
be
are gonna walk along.
basically like when you hit the lever, it's kind of like there's a wooden section that would be the quote unquote door for where you would come down from the stairs. So you hit the lever, and then what you see in front of like that kind of doorway would
Okay,
produce the stairs.
what I'm asking is, from where I hit the lever, the person coming down the stairs, am I in front of them or behind them?
You would be off to the side of them.
But in
Off to
front
the
of
side of them, but within easy visual range.
Oh yeah, like you're kind of right beside where they would walk down if they so chose.
Damn it.
Okay. So I'm assuming we hit the lever and I want to go up and address the person that's knocking.
Who's hitting the lever?
I'll hit the lever.
Okay.
And
And
I'm
I'm
gonna-
the
I'm
one
gonna
that's like
loosen the-
going.
Loosen the 1911 while I'm doing so.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Already grass buttons.
Ah.
Jude is coming up the stairs.
Yep.
You see somebody who's dressed in a suit. You've seen them before. It's Senior Johnson.
Oh, I was just thinking about him out of character. Hey, didn't know you were showing up tonight.
You didn't.
Gotten some calls lately from Duran.
And I just kind of will down the stairs like before I start reading. Is it okay if Senor Johnson comes down?
See?
Because you
It's
probably
your
get an
place?
intercom or something. I'm assuming you could probably.
Oh,
Abigail
okay.
shuts down her laptop completely, 100%, and puts it back in her bag.
More.
As
Oh yeah, put away the toys.
Speaking of, Abigail, give me a. Let's go with intelligence and technology.
Should be a good lot of dice there.
oh wait, I still have my intelligence drives, don't I?
Ooh.
Oh, that's an
Mhm.
even bigger pool. Ooh.
Indeed,
yeah.
you do.
That's not enough.
You need more dice.
Palm that little bracelet.
And we wait with bated breath while she rolls a billion dice.
5 on a pool of 11.
Ow. Ow.
Oh,
right.
five.
It is like that sometimes.
Fair enough.
Isn't a five like a stupidly awesome success?
Did you include your hacking dice?
Yeah, that's 5 on a pool of 11. So basically, I would normally have a pool of 9, but my intelligence is still roused, so it's a pool of 11.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, you should probably get an intercom or something so you don't have to yell down the stairs.
Duly noted. So I will bring Senor Johnson down then.
He follows you down the stairs. Mr. Giovanni.
Senora Johnson. And Jude, we should probably also have that chat with Gretchen because no doubt by this point she's wondering where people are disappearing to in the back room. We're having quite the party down here, and
And a
Yeah,
big
we're
empty
gonna. I'm
warehouse
gonna have
area.
to have several conversations with her. I think.
see, Senor Johnson, I trust that the night is treating you well.
It is.
Viene. Viene.
Actually, I didn't actually come here to speak with you. We will discuss our particular arrangement later. I came here to discuss you. And he points directly at Abigail.
I'm sorry.
What?
What do you need from me?
It's not what I need from you, it's what you're looking for.
There are any number of things I'm looking for at any given time. Can you be more specific?
You're looking for mages.
What the?
Ones that might be friendly to our type. And how would you know that? What have I done wrong?
Didn't you just do a search?
Wait a second.
He holds up his arm, and the sleeve kind of It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen. It kind of like looks like it flips in individual sections up, and you can
Get me one of
see
those.
like a display open up, and he's like, you need to cover your tracks a little better or stop looking up supernatural stuff online.
Whoa. Are you get me one of those? I need that guy's arm.
Interesting. So, storyteller, out of character. I went on to the ShrekNet to do this.
Yeah, you did.
So he has access to the ShrekNet?
He does.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Lord help us.
Motherfucker.
Oh God, no. Oh
So,
God, no.
So,
what else do
So
you
are
know?
we?
Okay,
so
okay.
Mr.
I was going to say,
Johnson,
hang on. Out of game, the first ShrekNet was. Yeah, what makes you think the second one's any better than the first one? Really, honestly, please.
I mean, I guess, but I didn't expect the.
You know,
I didn't
it's,
expect him on it.
it's
To a certain-
Duran's just going to stand here smiling quietly.
Dude's an elder glasswalker. He's going
Mr.
to go
Johnson, who
everywhere.
gave you access?
Who gave me access to what? ShrekNet?
Yes.
I practically designed the damn thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's at least okay. I feel ever so slightly better that way.
So
Somebody has to keep
know a
you-
mage.
Types out of trouble.
Oh, please.
So
Listen, we stay
what
out of
else do you
trouble.
know?
It's people that keep bringing trouble to our door. Okay, first of all.
To
So,
be fair,
anyway-
the first ShrekNet got into trouble because you didn't trust us.
So
Went
I'm
out,
assuming
said
that
a bunch of kindred stuff, and the Inquisition types showed up, and they were like, hey, let's burn everybody to the fucking ground.
all right, fair. I appreciate that you have given us this information, that you have shared with us your involvement in that, because this is news to me. So
Kevin sent me.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Who's Kevin?
Kevin
You
is a
don't need
friend
to
of
know.
mine. He's
Okay,
just a friend
so
of mine.
That's a need
How-
to know thing.
how are you then connected to Kevin, who is apparently connected to Senior Johnson here?
It's a
What do
small
you mean, how
world.
am I connected? I have traveled all over North America, Mr. Mordecai. I have done work all over North America, and I have met kindred from all over North America. So Kevin and I are connected through previous lodgings, shall we say.
Is he a Tremere?
No.
So anyway, you're looking for a mage. For
A mage that
what purpose?
we would like to have some information. Mr. Mordecai, you want to share what you want exactly from our friendly neighborhood mage?
I mean, it couldn't hurt to have an ally, considering we're unmasking them. I mean, unless Kevin's already a mage, and you haven't actually told us that yet.
No. Kevin's one of us.
We just have some magic stuff we'd like to get looked at.
Fair enough.
Because we're running around for this Cassius clown doing all this fucking grabbing whatever. We've been contacted by other parties who want us to
okay.
keep an eye on other places. Speaking of, how strict is the one-handed gray fella in terms of Stanley Park control?
Magni, he's very.
Is there any leeway there?
No.
And it's the entirety of Stanley Park.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I mean,
I was thinking about buying a building, and I didn't want to.
there is the
step on
kind of
toes.
highway through Stanley Park, which is semi-allowed, so long as you don't stop in Stanley Park.
Okay.
So
So
the
buying a
causeway
condo
over
would
to
be
the
bad.
beach.
Sorry, one at a time, please.
Go ahead.
So buying a condo would be bad, is my point.
There are no condos in Stanley Park.
There's one close.
I mean, on the border.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't see that would be a problem.
You
But
say that.
if your feet touch green,
Hmm.
Mr. Mordecai, are you looking to antagonize them?
No, not at all, actually.
that'd be pretty dumb.
Okay, so do you know a mage that could help us?
I know probably several mages that could help you.
Okay, so who's the one that's the coolest with kindred?
Man, that's a tough order.
Yeah, I know, but we gotta, we're trying to figure shit out here.
I'd have to say Vanessa Finn would probably be your best bet.
And can you facilitate an introduction or tell us where she is, something like that?
I can get her here, most likely.
That would be acceptable. I guess. How does everybody else feel about mages in our?
Duran says no.
Everybody else has been tromping through this place, so why not?
So
Not like we can
is
stop
there
them.
a neutral
I
place?
mean,
we
would have home field advantage here. I mean, it is our place.
I mean, Mr. Duran does have a point, though. Bringing supernaturals into our place of respite might be bad. Is there another
Okay, so we'll meet her in a
place?
bar.
That could work.
Some bar in Gastown. So stay nearby, but not be at our place.
That could work.
And so we'll bring her the stuff. And we can maybe ask her some questions about some other things that we have observed.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oak Ridge Tailors. my second shop on Canby Street. We can use the back.
Yeah, I mean, are you cool with them? I mean, I guess if you weren't, you wouldn't suggest it, but
See,
that's fine with me.
My tailor shops are a known location. I see we have Senor Johnson has come here. He knows how to find us, but he is, I would hope, a friend and ally to a certain extent, as much as we can be given the effects of what we are. The changelings have come and knock on our door here. I would like to minimize who knows about this place and who gets to come and put their fingerprints on our stuff.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
that's fair enough.
My shops, on the other hand, anyone can enter. They are reasonably well protected, more by the convention and acceptance of than by anything else, because there tend to be humans in attendance, innocent ones, and nobody likes to see them getting hurt for the most part.
To be fair, I think most of the supernaturals know about this place.
Yeah, because it's all, remember, there's all sorts of crazy shit going on the outside, and like there's something underneath. Like
we don't need them coming down here and seeing how we're decorating. I, for one, do not know what Senora Margaret did down here, and I am sure many others do not know either. And
I don't think we want to know.
See, there is no need. And just the same, I believe that what business we have down here remains our business. We've invited Senor Johnson downstairs here. Others who knock may get a reception upstairs or may be told to meet outside. Currently, we haven't really set much up. As you can see, Senor Johnson, we've yet to wallpaper and put up the art.
All right, well, is a bar cool? Can we do that?
Again, I would suggest Oak Ridge. It is my second shop. Doing it in a bar is all well and good for the movies, but in bars, people have noses and they stick them into places.
Yeah. Okay, so tailor shop. Is that cool, Mr. Johnson?
It's up to you. I'm just working here.
Okay, yeah, that's what we would like. If she can go there, we would be appreciative of that.
And and he double checks and he rattles off the address that it would be Duran.
6371 Campy Street.
Nice.
All right. When would you want her to show up?
It
Is
won't
she-
take long to get there.
Is she a ninth person?
Sort of.
Is asking an hour or two from now out of bounds?
No, not at all. It's
Yeah.
say it's roughly around 11 now ish.
She,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only like 1 in the morning.
I was gonna ask.
even the bars are still going.
She'd be awake
Okay.
for a while yet.
1 in the morning would work well for me.
Great. So we will do that. By the way, Mr. Johnson, this is my store now. I own the store and it is called Sandwich.
Sure.
I'm just letting you know. Change in ownership. It's me now.
All right. Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, the other one kept changing into things.
Yeah, I can't do that. So no worries.
Yeah.
We all have our
Uh,
little tricks.
Yeah, don't want to see me when I get hungry though, right guys? Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
but
Thank
bef-
you.
Before you leave, Senor Johnson,
Mhm.
do you drink?
Not generally, no.
I was going to ask if you are more of a red wine or a Scotch sort. I have several very, very nice of
Not,
each.
not only does the drink not necessarily work, it also kind of occasionally interferes with the process, if you catch my meaning.
See, I do indeed. Because yes, we do need to chat, you and I.
Yeah, you know my phone number. I'll give you a call probably tomorrow evening.
See, that would be quite acceptable.
And he's going to go up the stairs.
All right.
Danny.
What do we need to do to anything we need to do to prepare for this other than bring the stuff? What kind of can we ask him about let's see. Should we ask him about the robots and the limo?
You want us to ask the mage Vanessa, or do you want to ask the Garrow?
No, the mage, Vanessa.
I'm gonna once Johnson's up, I'm gonna throw the switch again so the stairs go up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, would it be? Are you opposed to having Mr. Johnson down here? Any of you?
I am not. Again, he is a somewhat ally.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
cool with it for now.
I mean, I don't think any other Garrow will be particularly coming around here, but if you wish, I can ward it against Garrow, but then that would mean that Mr. Johnson can't come down here.
He's the closest
Yeah.
thing we have to an ally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably
I trust him
just-
more than most of the kindred in this city.
I can't really pick and choose at this point.
Right.
So it'd be all Garrow or no Garrow. So
See,
We'll keep that in mind though, for sure. Okay, so we'll bring the stuff and then I don't know. I'm just thinking can we get a bevy of information from this meeting, basically? Like, can we get more than identification of the magical objects? Can we see maybe if she knows about some of the other stuff that's been going on? Now, I'm not saying tell her all our business, of course, but I mean, just see if there's more information. Or like, does she know about the cults and the portals and the whatever? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be efficient.
see.
What do we want her for?
To identify these two items, and if we
That's
can
it?
get if we can get extra information out of her, we can get extra information out of her.
Why?
Yes,
Well, do we
priorities
have
this.
a vested interest in not sharing, say, information that other mages were trying to open a portal into some sort of weird hellscape?
I mean, we don't know what her allegiances are, so
Well, at
And we
worst,
can
we have
feel it
another
out.
enemy.
We can feel it out. We
Mm.
don't have to like.
Drop
I'm
kick
just
her
saying-
through another fucking portal. It's fine.
I'd rather, we're trying to make friends, so I'm trying to
Exactly.
approach this with diplomacy, and also,
We're not offering anything.
fair.
uh,
What
I
do we
guess
have
so.
to offer a mage, though?
That information.
Hmm.
Who
If
knows?
she, if at worst, if she knows of it and she's allied with it, then we're not gaining any advantage anyways. If she doesn't, and she would have benefit of knowing it, we've done her a favor.
I would rather that we lay out the items and we would like these identified. What will it cost us, please? Because if she says $100,000, I give her cash and she goes away afterwards.
Yeah,
That is
money.
true.
And if she says information, then we can discuss the information. Let's
I mean,
let us not put the eggs under the hens.
Yeah, I
I
hear you.
don't. Oh, okay, certainly. Chicken before. Oh, I get it. I get what you're trying to say.
There are a
Mr.
lot of chicken
Giovanni.
metaphors, to be honest.
Yes. Okay.
In it, see, we had to watch the chickens where I come from.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just saying that it would be nice for a change to actually have an ally, because the allies
That's what
that
I'm
we have,
saying.
I can now count on one hand.
Right.
Which is fair.
Yeah. So it's like, then we have, not only do we have a Garu ally, but we have a mage ally. And yeah, that's something that I would like to have.
And
Because,
still, we could potentially have changeling allies, an entire
right.
army for a
Except-
small box.
Except for the one location in Stanley Park, which is apparently sacrosanct, which is why I was asking.
It's Senior Johnson and I are going to be talking primarily financial business when we talk, the large corporation he works for and the family. But when we talk, I'm going to very carefully dance around that subject as well. First of all, finding out what he knows about changelings, if he knows they exist or does not. And secondly, these three locations. And again, it would be better for us to know how they need to be protected and from what. Because if they are to be protected from something that this Magne one hand is already doing, our job is easier. If they are to be protected from Magne, I am going to step all over you and crunch you up because you're kindred. Then we have an issue.
She did mention
Which-
that the Garou were running cross purposes to them.
See, but are they aware of this and to what point? So during the conversation, which is why I asked what he drank, because I've got a feeling we'll be sitting down and having a couple with him, relaxed as business. I would not say compatriots, but I would not say rivals, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, it's like what, like, corporate espionage, that they go out to some fancy hotel and they get everybody drunk and then they wait for them to say something that they shouldn't have.
I will
Classic.
not be taking Senior Johnson to a hotel.
Well, I know that, but
But
what I'm saying.
otherwise, see, I can understand completely what you were saying, and see, it's very much the sort of thing my family does.
Right.
So
Okay, so before we go, just because I'm still not sure what's going on with the accessories here, I want to like take the packing slip and see if anybody recognizes the numbered company. Maybe probably Mordecai and Duran, maybe.
this-
I feel like I have the
this-
best chance.
this should not even take good tapping into any specific net, but Senora Abigail, can you run a
Yes.
quick Google search on it?
Oh,
and
yeah,
see what we
cool.
come
Would
up
be
with?
just a government search. It's
Oh,
not even
cool.
requiring anything else. So Abigail's gonna take
Jude.
the form from Jude and normal.
Intelligence and tech
Yeah, okay.
And I
With
mean,
the-
I'm
with those
assuming
extra
some-
two.
with the extra
And I'm
two.
assuming if one of you ordered this, you would tell me and we wouldn't be wasting time trying to figure it out. Because, like,
What use would anyone have?
I'm trying to get out of that game. You know what I'm saying?
supplies?
Like, I get it's cool now, but like, I'm trying to get out of that game personally. So
It's
I don't know
illegal
about all
here.
that. Oh yeah, I guess I forget that. Wisconsin is like nothing. So
I mean, isn't it product that would normally be carried by Xenoschism anyways?
What the hell?
Mm.
out of character,
5
I really have
successes.
no idea.
5 successes.
Yeah.
It leads you down a rather interesting hole.
Okay.
5 successes would determine who actually sent it initially.
Okay, and who was it?
Mordecai.
Miss. I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Is there any particular reason why there would be certain Mr. Mordecai, maybe you can help me with this because you know your sister's businesses better than I do. And I take Mordecai aside. Mr. Mordecai, are you just trying to fuck with Jude's mind here? Like, what are you doing?
If there's one thing I've learned, is that you can't trust anyone. How far are we? I mean, are we separate?
I assume they went out of earshot.
Okay.
But
Out of normal earshot, yes.
I mean, we're just walking.
I don't have heightened senses. You're good.
It was an attempt to, let's call it, keep people on their toes. Complacency is a death knell in this city. We've got enemies in every direction, and there doesn't seem to be a concrete plan to deal with any of them. And quite frankly, I feel far too exposed. And that's something coming from someone who literally exposes himself.
Mr. Mordecai, what was the end game of sending?
The end game is to toughen people up and to sharpen their perception. We need to keep on top of this shit. We're accumulating far too many enemies, and we don't know what to do about any of them. We're just floundering around, trying to pass off these trinkets to your landlord. And to what end? To what purpose? What are we doing any of this shit for other than to appease the tower? At this point on Cassius's side, we are now playing fetch and carry or land guardians to a bunch of pixies. To what end?
Okay, I get that.
You know, we are
you have
exposing
not
ourselves, and we
answered
are
my-
making ourselves, sticking our necks out to far too many individuals who can do a significant amount of harm to any of us for no discernible reason.
I get that. You're still not answering the question directly, which is why did you send a crate full of pipes to Jude? And if it isn't to make sure that one of us has the ability to track you down, because I'm assuming this was a test to see if we could actually track you down through your companies, in which case I could have told you right away
I mean,
that we
to be
can.
fair, it was a pretty obvious track, so it's not that difficult.
So what was the point of sending?
Read the name on the manifest under the coded number.
It's a numbered company. Storyteller, is there something else there?
Mordecai, is there something else there?
It connects to a separate identity company of cannabis and what's the word? Recreational supplies, calling itself High Times, but high is spelled Haigh. So when you put it with times, you've got hate as a nice little word. To see if anyone was clever enough to pick it up, to see if anyone was clever enough to pay attention, to see if anyone was clever enough to actually do something about it.
All right.
Nothing
So,
more than that.
okay.
Just to keep our eyes on the outside of the hole without sticking our necks out of it, in a sense.
All right. So
We do far too
I will
much
do
running
you-
around for people without actually looking into shit first.
I will do you this courtesy then. Obviously, we aren't going to run around with these pipes anywhere. I will do you this courtesy. What do you want me to tell everybody else that we have
No
discovered
matter
that
what
it
you
is
tell
you?
them, I was fully expecting it to be found out. Point being is that it could have been anything. It could have been a bomb.
So you're saying that the crate should not have been opened before it was checked
How many
out.
things are we going to blunder into? Look at all the things that we literally brought downstairs.
Oh, that is true.
Any one of
I
those
mean,
things could
that
be
said,
a
those-
monitoring device by some magic something or other that's keeping tabs on everything we do. Could be a control
That said,
device.
though, Mr. Duran's assistant was the one bringing the stuff down and taking care of it, or was taking the stuff into the store. So at least the assumption was there that that was a trustworthy individual. But I do see your point. It could have been tampered with between the time that it was put in the store and the time that it was put downstairs.
I mean, even you
etc.
with your specific tech skills, which are phenomenally supernatural. Johnson walked all over you like a neonate.
Mm,
And
I am a neonate.
to what end? We are
Mr.
exposing
Johnson-
ourselves by tripping and going off in one direction or another direction, and we have no game plan. We have no concrete strategy to keep ourselves alive. Did we have a plan going into that portal area where that brick fellow was sucked into the void or something, because we had a couple of anarchs helping us, kicked a couple of mages into a portal, you grabbed a box and away we go, we give it to Cassius, we're done. Did we have a plan going in there to actually do anything other than to just walk in and grab a box? Do we have a plan to prevent the same from happening the next time he asks us to go and fetch a thing? How are we actually going to get that thing away from Cassius? We don't have a plan. We're just wandering in going, hey, we're going to ask about it. That's going to draw attention to it.
Understood. So here's my concern. I said from the very beginning, you're looking to get something that Cassius already has. You're looking to go in and steal something, or even ask him to give you something, because some other group, the changelings, that you don't even know, really, I mean, they gave you an order to
Not my
retrieve a
order.
box, which we already retrieved for somebody else, really. So, I mean, it's the same all around. We are suddenly trusting these changelings. I mean, I'm not saying trust Cassius explicitly or anything like that, but you basically just trusted the changelings and said, okay, we will retrieve this thing for you because you will be our best friends, and not looked into that at all.
Not me. I don't trust anything.
Oh, I don't trust anything either. At least you and I are on the same page with that. I mean, why do you think I don't actually use the network that I set up in your home?
Is that the werewolves want this thing? This is where we grabbed it from in the first place. The changelings want this thing. Cassius wants this thing. No one should have it. There are too many individuals out there. If we mentioned it to the mages would be like, hey, yeah, that'd be something we'd like to have. No, we should get rid of it. bury it in a hole so deep no one can find it.
I want to know what it is. I don't want us to have it. I want to know where it is, because if we're going to bury it in a hole somewhere where nobody will find it, we need to make sure that the people that are looking for it can't find it. Anyway.
And Jude probably like is like kind of like looking over in their direction at this point and be like, are we good?
Which means killing anyone who knows where it is.
Including ourselves.
That's why we tell someone else to hide it and not tell us where it is. We kill
All
them.
right.
We'll never know.
Okay. Well, say we do that. That's fine. Why don't we go and bring this back to the group? Because you do have a good point. That box could have been a bomb. It could have been a supernatural, God knows what, and it just got opened and no thought was given to it, even though it wasn't a normal shipment that was being expected. And even if it was a normal shipment, how do we check to make sure that it's nothing strange? I mean, I know Jude does have the skills to be able to actually check and see if there's supernatural auras about things and see things that are not there to the naked eye. So I suppose we need to make sure that all of that is enforced before any packages are opened.
I mean, to be fair, we're literally standing in a giant concrete warehouse in the basement of a store in a block in the middle of Gastown. So it's not like we're already not exposed. But
well,
there
yes.
are far too many. We haven't even put in that exit. There's far too many variables, and we are literal sitting ducks. If we put in an intercom, for example, that just allows Johnson, among others, to waltz in. I don't mind it because he's actually probably the most trustworthy individual we've met.
I don't think we need an intercom, to be perfectly honest, because I don't think I'm the only one who can do what I can do either. So
that's another concern. The moment we start wiring this place for IP, Johnson can get in.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, Mr. Mordecai, let's head back over to the group. But I agree with you. We need to be more careful about the packages that come in and out of this building. Shall we rejoin our group?
Yeah, let's head back over.
So, friends, Appreciation League.
See, it is getting close to the time that we should go to the killer shop to meet this Vanessa Oak Ridge. Is everyone good to go?
Speaking of, are we ever actually going to go and meet what's his name? Lilu.
With respect to what?
Don't we have information we have to give him?
I thought that was just kind of ongoing. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know that
Fair.
we needed
No,
to.
fine.
It is ongoing. We still do need to go check out Sula Rose at some point to see that one.
I kind of
yes.
Anyway,
I would recommend.
One thing before we continue, Mr. Mordecai has brought up a very, very good point about what comes in, not necessarily people or beings, but what packages come into this building and what packages leave.
It was a very entertaining and interesting play on the words. The whole and due diligence. I run two businesses. If you want to stand at the door and check every box that comes in, Senora Abigail, please be my guest. Due diligence.
Can't Gretchen help us there?
See, shipments come in during the day. If somebody wants to send us a bomb, they will send us a bomb.
However, we should know in terms of, because let's be honest,
we're going to discuss this for hours and get nowhere with it. Due diligence. Packages come into the building. You know what? So it was brought downstairs and opened up, and it wasn't a bomb. Most packages will not be. All it does take is one bomb. See, the anarchs or somebody wants to send us a bomb, they send us a bomb.
It's not even a bomb that I'm concerned about.
We do our due diligence. They sent us a package full of, I don't know, guru or whatever. We do our due diligence. Seriously, it was a cute little interesting thing. I found it humorous.
I'll be more careful. I'm trying to get everything, like I'm trying to figure it all out. So thank you. You all are right. I probably shouldn't have opened it, and I probably should have, like, checked everything. But when the person in the store is like, oh hey, here's all this drug paraphernalia that you didn't order, I kind of go, what the fuck? And I just take it at face value that it's just in there and that I need to figure out where it came from. Like, you're right. I probably should have done
Gretchen
that.
opened it up. If it were something that was going to do something bad to us, Gretchen would be vaporized.
Not necessarily. There could be stuff that could hurt us that wouldn't hurt Gretchen.
And Jude is like looking, or just like looking
diligence.
around the room, and she's just like, she's just getting really like kind of anxious and like
It's okay.
uncomfortable. And she's like,
It's okay.
Okay, we can just go.
See,
I would just like to go now.
Next time I'm making it a glitter bomb and saying it's from the Fae.
Mr. Montesquieu, you know how I feel about glitter.
I like glitter.
We agreed no glitter down here. It was 2 votes for, 3 votes against.
Go ahead and send one to my apartment. That's fine with me, and have your little glitter fun.
Why don't we just get you some glitter bath bombs, Jude? Is that okay?
I like crafts. My apartment's bath is kind of like even when I clean it, it's like, meh. So maybe not. Unless Mordecai has a jacuzzi at his place or something, I can put it in.
Only a jacuzzi?
Sounds like Jude's bathroom is one of those ones where you have to wear sandals all the time.
The cracked linoleum. There's a permanent ring
AKA
around
my
the tub.
bathroom that I
The moon stain. You can't get rid of it though.
Yeah. Oh, very, very that. And then Jude will she actually will hit the lever and start going up the stairs.
See.
So you're all making your way to Duran's second shop.
I would recommend we take the Fiat and not the limo. It's not an area that at this time of night is known to have. I would like not to have the attention brought upon the store.
Oh, fine.
It is with the greatest apologies, Senor Strickland, that I would ask that
I should start bringing smaller
You
cars.
sit in the back of my Fiat.
I too am guilty of being less careful than I should. So I should bring smaller cars that are less obvious.
See?
And I need to upgrade my equipment, apparently.
With what he did with his arm, I don't know that an upgrade will do.
Well, he had to get it from somewhere.
See?
True.
See? So we'll
all right,
take,
to the Fiat.
We'll take the Fiat and we'll go off to the shop. It being 1 o'clock in the morning, the shop, of course, will be, we'll get there a few minutes before 1 o'clock, a good 15 minutes beforehand, because there'll be no one in the shop.
It's always better to show up early than late.
Yeah, because I don't want this Vanessa showing up, knocking on the door, looking around and going, oh, well, fuck them. And wandering off. Well, we get there at 5 minutes late and sit around all night. So yeah, I get there about, 1:45, open up the shop. Hang on a second. Let me see. Yeah, I spent like the first 2-3 minutes bustling about the shop, getting all ready to go before going, oh yes, I need to turn on the lights for you, don't I? And everyone else. My apologies.
Just the your eyes go back from being just completely blacked out.
It's just automatic now. So turn on the lights, leave the close sign up though, but turn on the lights, open the shades enough to make it obvious that there's somebody there, so that when this Vanessa person shows up, they're not scared off. Meeting with a stack of vampires at 1 o'clock in the morning. Why would you be scared off?
Not at all.
We deserve some kindness from mages. That's my opinion.
Oh, excuse me.
And Jude is just kind of like,
she's not sitting down. I haven't worn my hat all night.
There you go. Jude's just sort of like walking around kind of aimlessly around the store, kind of looking at stuff.
And you hear,
Go to the door, open the door, and who should appear? But
this
a fat
is a
jolly man in a red suit with 8 tiny reindeer.
Yes. This is a woman who has like kind of slightly messy, like shortish red hair. She has like a top hat on, but it's off to the side and there are goggles on it. And she has like glasses that are kind of askew and they have the one kind of rings on the one side. Like she's appraising gems. She has like suspenders, brown suspenders, like white kind of a dress shirt that's got some sort of stains on it. Like it seems like grease. Like she's been working on a car type thing. She's got like tan pants on and like knee-high tan boots. And she has like a large carrying case that is kind of across a strap on her side. She's like, oh, right. You must be,
Give her a look up and down and go, Senora Finn, I would guess.
No, that's me. You're
See.
someone else. You're,
See, I am Duran Giovanni, the
That's
proprietor,
Well, this is
of the
gonna be
shop.
fun.
Please come in.
Yeah, okay. You're, oh, right,
in.
I should come in. I am not allowed to say that stuff on the street.
This is gonna be fun.
No, thank you. Close the door behind her and go, ladies and gentlemen, and if I may introduce Senora Vanessa Finn, who has found her way to my doorstep.
You're the other one. You have blue hair, right? He told me about you. You do the thing.
Okay.
You have that mansion. I don't know. Who are you? And she comes hurriedly over to Jude and she starts shaking Jude's hand. Like, I'm Vanessa. Who are you? He didn't really tell me too much. I don't think he knows too much about you. I don't think he has. Who are you?
And Judah's very much trying to like match her energy. So she's gonna like shake just with as much gusto, like her hands. She's like, hi, my name is Jude. I'm actually from the US, so it's like, right. I kind of just got here, so yeah, like
the accent,
starting over.
Florida.
Some people in Florida have like a southern accent if they live like on the panhandle, like near Georgia and stuff. No, I'm actually my accent is kind of gone. Got it. No. My accent is kind of gone. I'm from Wisconsin, like Fargo. Oh, you darn tootin' Jerry, you darn tootin' Marge. Like that's my, the Bears. Yeah, that.
There are 2 of them now. I do not know how I feel about this.
But anyway, so
we need,
I'm good.
So if you want me, and she walks over to one of the displays, one of the suits that are on kind of the mannequin without a head, and she's like, right, if you want me to, this one isn't magical at all. I don't know why you brought me.
No,
here.
it would be over.
Not the suits.
Why would you?
Over here.
Not the suits.
By the table.
No, right.
And then at the table.
Do you want it to be magical?
No.
Sure.
No.
I've always wanted to have a magical shirt.
No.
You have one in the other game. Calm down.
Are you sure?
So put the necklace down.
I'm absolutely sure that I want a magical shirt.
On one of the sewing tables, one of the tailoring tables, put the necklace down and go, so who grabbed the bracelet?
I thought Mordecai has it, yeah.
See, if you could just put it down here so that Senora Finn can identify them. And we know that they are woohoo, but we want to know what they do with the woohoo.
No, there's. I don't think there's any woohoo. There's might be a whoo or an but woohoo, no.
The sounds a
Cool,
little
cool.
No,
See.
no
Yeah.
Generally,
Okay.
So she wanders over like really close. She's
Just for the record, when you enchant my shirt, I want a oh yeah.
I don't know if I can do an oh yeah.
If this involves him crashing
Abigail
through
walks
brick
over to
walls,
Sorry. Abigail walks over to Mordecai and says, "Stop antagonizing the mage."
I'm not.
Quietly.
I'm absolutely
Easier.
serious.
I think
I love this person.
I think he's entertaining her in his
She,
own way.
she stops like looking at it like suddenly because she's going back and forth, and then she. Oh.
Stops looking at which, the bracelet or the necklace?
She's kind of going back and forth between both of them. Like you can't really tell where she sort of stops almost exactly in the middle between the two of them, and then goes, "Oh," and then she opens up the flap on her case and she sticks her arm in, but where like the case itself is only about yay high on her, but the arm is like completely in there, and you can hear like various like kind of almost like pots and pans and glassware kind of shifting around and clanking against one another.
We've got
like,
hobo Mary Poppins going on right here, guys.
Hold on. And she pulls her arm out, and there's like a giant brass glove going up to her elbow that has like various kind of instruments on it.
I've seen this movie. She snaps her fingers and
are there 5 gems that have to go on it somewhere?
There are not 5 gems. And she picks up the necklace and she's like, this is something.
See?
Well, maybe not for you. It's something for mages, but not for you guys. No, it wouldn't really work for you guys.
What is it?
Thing.
What's it do?
This is what's known as the Bracelet of Life.
I like the name.
It's how much do you know about metaphysics?
How much do we need to know in order for you to be able to explain this to us?
Well, it's one of those things where it's kind of I could probably explain it to you in about 30 years.
Gee. Okay, so skipping that, the bracelet of life, it would benefit the mage and thus.
Oh, wait. And do you have like chalk?
See?
And a chalkboard.
No.
Pens?
Something I can write with chalk on.
Why does it have to be chalk?
Yes.
Could it be a pen and paper?
No.
Okay.
See.
Well.
So hand her a square piece of chalk, and then take a nice big roll of black worsted wool, roll it out, and go, would this do?
This is really nice. Is it expensive?
See.
We're going to get screwed, aren't we?
Oof.
Go ahead.
Teleport away.
So she starts writing down different things like vampires, blah, 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 like super speed, super hearing, etc., etc. And then she writes down, now, you guys each have something special, something, some of you have like super strength, right?
See?
Let's say we do.
Yeah.
Right. Some of you have like, you can hear things or see things that are really far away, right?
See?
Some of you may be connected to the Order of Hermes, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
That is a bad rumor that we don't discuss.
Sure. See? Why not?
Sure.
Wait.
Rumor,
Hold on.
that might be.
Who's
something.
Hermes and why are we connected to him?
No, it's the
No,
Order of Hermes. It's different.
It's Hermes, and that's a designer. Anyway.
See?
I don't think he designed anything.
One could say he did.
Anyway,
I suppose.
Okay. So some of you maybe have something to do with not alive things. I mean, you're
See?
all technically not alive, really, but it's more not alive than you're not alive, like a reanimated thing.
See? Sure.
Right. So imagine if something you guys had was something along those lines. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. They're things, they do stuff,
See,
but alive things.
Zombies.
No.
See.
Like alive things.
Uh,
Anyway, this has to
I
do
don't
with
get
that.
it.
so that has to do with alive things doing the
Yes.
things that make us special, kind of, sort of.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Peony. Peony. Okay.
That
Okay.
is.
And
Oh.
the necklace.
Oh, that I think. And she's gonna make another roll. Talk amongst yourselves.
Are we paying her to think? We are. Excellent.
I have no problem with giving them the necklace. Whatever.
Holy shit!
We're giving away shit.
Ha! No, that's a good holy shit.
So she picks it up with the non-gloved hand, and she looks at it, and she's like, "This one's for one of yours."
See?
Go
What
on.
does it do?
It helps. Definitely helps.
Helps what?
And she kind of grabs Jude's hand with the gloved hand. She pulls you over to the thing, and she's like, with the I don't know what they're called, the things, the things you guys have, the stuff.
Those abilities.
Yeah, that's it.
Could call them.
What does it do?
Okay. Got it.
What does it do? It helps.
See?
Like amplifies it?
Amplifies, enhances.
That's a word. That could be, something along those lines.
Does it amplify a specific ability or just whatever
don't
runs in the
think so.
skill set?
I think it might help with the skill set, but just one of the skill set. Does
Just
that make any
one of-
sense? Do you guys have more than one? Really? Like, do you?
Who knows?
See, it is much the same that I am both a tailor and I sometimes play the piano, and so I am.
I don't know. It's not going to help
You know,
with you
it's
playing the piano.
multiple skill sets. So among the, we people, some of us have multiple skill sets.
It's definitely not going to help playing the piano.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not
So
going
you're-
to help me tailoring either.
Out of luck.
Have a closer look at the amulet. Take it. See if I recognize any.
And she like fumbles with her
symbolism?
glasses a bit, and she takes them off and hands them to you. Like, do you want these? Like, that might help a little bit.
I'm
mean, sure.
going to pick up the necklace and just put it around my neck,
Okay.
because sometimes you just got to do that.
And it's a Giovanni necklace, and it.
Oh, excellent! Cuts the head
That's
right
the one
off.
we used for Uncle Augie. I knew I saw it somewhere.
It's
It's the Uncle Augie necklace. Wonderful.
so you put it on.
I'll be rolling up a new character. Okay.
and
yes.
there's kind of a weird feeling that you have. Like, are you going to try to use any discipline type things, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you could try to trigger potence and we could do an arm wrestle. I don't know. See if you're any stronger than you normally would.
Give me a
The only thing I can think of.
Ooh, the Shadow Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Only instead of just the shadow side, the causing my shadow to increase, I'm wondering if I tried the next step up, which is to just envelop the entire room in a Stygian shadow.
You'd kill her.
Yeah, it would hurt. It would hurt the human.
She's not. She breathes. It would hurt her a lot.
Dang it.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh, actually, I'll just go and I'll take 3 steps backwards into the back room.
Oh, where's
Flip
the-
on the overhead light, look up, and then see if I can just pump the room full of shadow.
What would the roll be to pump it full of shadow?
Hang on, I have to check this. I was.
So
Oh
you have Shadowcast and Stygian Shroud?
no, maybe, possibly.
Holy.
I was like, damn, you really got some Oblivion up in here right now.
Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna make you do it. It would be a rouse check, I believe. Correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Give me a roll of a d10.
How's a 7 sound?
7 sounds great. You don't actually do a rouse check with regards to this.
Oh,
What?
okay. Now again, I'm okay. I'm trying to do a level higher than I can.
Yes.
If it's only my level, then it's my shadow that increases. If it's the level up, then it's the whole room goes dark.
Yes.
So which happens?
The whole room goes dark.
What?
Okay, suck that back in really quickly. Step back out front and go.
I want to try.
This little piece has tested very well among a small audience.
Right. Okay.
I believe that we will all get a turn to test it.
Did it do stuff?
See, it did indeed do stuff, and it did stuff
Right.
with a much easier kind of feel to it. There was not so much of the, uttering the words and making the hand gestures and stuff.
Right.
So
Yeah,
see,
Wait, you guys have to do that too? Because we have to kind of do that to make it look like to the, the regular people that, we're actually doing stuff as opposed to not doing stuff. Because if we do stuff without doing stuff, then shit kind of goes bad and maybe stuff doesn't happen sometimes.
I hear you.
See, completely. Exactly the same. And yes, this made it much easier. Now, let us. So it kind of lubricated the process. Let us say. So let's
like
say,
oil? Like it's like there's an oil in it. And then
I don't know oil. I just perhaps it made the thoughts easier to flow.
Okay.
But let us talk your compensation. What can we offer you or pay you for your services this evening?
Seeing as how this doesn't affect things, people that are of your particular let's say persuasion.
See,
can I take this?
That's almost a fair trade, almost, because that would give you great advantage. And while you did use skills
if you
that
don't
we do
have
not
the
have,
life thing already, which I already do, then it doesn't really help me that much. But I know somebody who could use it because they don't really deal with the life thing. They deal with more the things falling apart thing. But
you would be able to, you'd be able to wheel and deal
thing.
to trade them.
I can't remember.
You'd be able to wheel and deal and trade them. You used knowledge that you have that we do not. It's just simply knowledge. How about we swap phone numbers and we call it some kind of a small favor down the road at some point. We need something looked at or fixed that falls in your ballpark, and we give you a quick shout and go, hey, it's Duran Giovanni. How about we get together for a snack and chat?
I mean, absolutely no offense by this. You're not really my type.
I understand.
I understand. Quite fine.
It's quite all right. But this item that you're asking us to give you is, as you have now told us, a very, very powerful item for a certain type of...
That powerful.
Well, what exactly can it do? Tell me.
I just explained that. It does the life thing with the life and the extra things.
That's not specific.
Let's just say it's kind of like the thing that he has, but it's for one of my types of people.
Well, and that's the problem, right? You're getting extra powers from something like this.
I wouldn't really get anything extra because I already have that power.
Yeah, but what about people getting things extra that What? Let's put it this way. What if it falls into the wrong hands?
I don't think most people would.
What
really
if the
be that
necklace falls into the
concerned.
wrong hands? I mean,
Well, what did we discuss?
The necklace is in quite the fine right hands. Again, all I'm saying is just you get the bracelet and a small favor to be called in later.
Oh, favor! I thought you were asking
See.
me out. That's just weird.
No.
I don't think we
See,
would do-
you're not my type either. That died for me
yeah.
a century ago.
Mr.
Well,
Mr. Giovanni, I
Hold on.
think when you said snack, that was when
Yeah.
wrong. That's
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, because of like
Yeah.
the lingo,
Yeah.
right?
My apologies. What I meant was we get together, you have something to eat
Oh,
because
right,
you
right,
humans
yeah.
like to eat stuff all the
Occasionally, yeah.
My retainers are always snacks are important. We have to have them everywhere in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So see, we get together, you have a snack, some chips or cookies or whatever the heck it is. They have all
And
sorts of stuff.
the arm goes
And
back
then-
in the thing again, and she pulls out like a giant plastic thing of like cheesies, and she's like, "Do you ever try these? These are great."
No, but thank you.
Ew. What?
You sure?
Those?
These are
What's-
cheese balls,
They are cheese. They are the
Oh,
thing
man.
and
I
it's
miss
about
most.
it's
having
about
been embraced.
this round, and the case itself is like this big, and it doesn't seem to have moved when she pulled it out. So she's like, "Are you sure you don't
See.
want any? Sure." Mm-hmm.
Damn,
See.
my dad used to keep these on the top of the fridge.
Right.
When
Mm.
So good.
when I became a vampire, had they told me that I would never be allowed to eat cheese again, I would have said no. Deal is off.
Right? Cheese. That's what I'm saying.
See,
Yeah, cheese. is
but
good.
Fish
now
and chips.
now I can't.
Ooh,
Fish, I
and
do miss a
chips.
good
Ooh,
battered fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Oh, so good.
No, I
Um,
really like that.
See,
Jude
But
actually,
cheese.
I would like Jude to sort of like lean towards Duran, like in almost like a parallel of the Sealy Court interaction. I would lean towards Duran and just kind of like whisper and be like, should we ask her about other mage friends that she knows, or like the weird mages in the robes before she goes? Or do you,
see.
You hear like a
little
loud crunching
something.
noise.
Okay, so push the bracelet across the table towards her and say, "This is for you," and
Okay.
and
okay,
my
sure, sure.
card, my card,
Oh,
so that
right.
and again, if you have a phone number, an email address, a way of contacting. Also, I know among our kind there are different groups, and sometimes we get along and sometimes we don't. Are there different groups among your kind the same way? Because we've run into these ones that use
Yes.
robots, and we do not like them very
Ooh,
much at
yeah,
all.
don't go. Oh, no.
And then there have been a few wearing robes who've been monkeying around with these portals to other places.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess around with those guys either.
Okay. Now, do you have
Known about
names
that
for
before.
these kind, and are there lots of them in Vancouver that we should avoid?
The first one kind of sounds like Technocracy, something along those lines.
Yeah, there was a lot of tech with those guys.
Yeah, tech.
Yeah. They good
Okay.
guys?
No, they're not really. Yeah, no, they're kind of dicks.
Or like that Smith guy in The Matrix.
The other
See.
ones, they kind of sound like maybe Order of Hermes, maybe Thanatos.
Wait, you just said
Thanatos. Like death.
You Thanatos, yeah. Not you Thanatos, like them Thanatos.
Oh, yeah.
Them you Thanatos.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not us
Yeah,
you Thanatos.
That's them.
see.
That sounds.
That-
see.
Wait, hold on.
So why are okay? Wait.
Me
So what's this
Thanatos? No,
order?
not
Of,
me Thanatos either. It's you not you,
See.
but you Thanatos.
See,
I'm talking about Thanatos like son of Nyx, god of death, Thanatos.
No, not
I-
him.
I'm
Okay.
back then Thanatos with the big glove with the snap and the because that was a good movie.
That's just Thanos, but
Uh,
I thought that was Thanatos.
No,
No.
it's
I
probably a play off of that. It is probably a play off of that. So we're on the same page.
Vanessa, what kind are you?
Oh, it sounds weird. It's kind of sexist. I'm what's called a son of ether, but I'm not really a son of ether. More of a daughter of ether. I'm just mages are weird. They have like
Okay.
So are you all like
things.
getting along in the city, or like, or you kind of like
no.
butt heads?
Occasionally, yeah, we kind of
Which-
butt heads with the technocracy guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And is
Okay.
anything like really weird going on, like with y'all?
There's a lot of weird things going on, but I don't know if
I mean,
have
anything like
time to
super
discuss them all right
dangerous?
now. Not really.
Okay.
There have
Well-
been a bit of. We've noticed a lot of portal activity lately. Yeah. I have to
Right.
That reminds me, I have to go double check my instruments. I have to go like kind of now.
See, now, if
Okay.
you run into any problems in the future and you
Mhm.
have to kind of get away from these technocrats or the euthanatos or something like that, just remember
No,
this
not
address.
me, Anathos.
Just
Them.
see.
Yeah.
But if it's during business hours and you come here and there is someone here, tell them that you need to do a special fitting with Signor Giovanni immediately, and they will make sure you are taken care of.
Right. Fitting of what?
Special fitting. Special fitting means someone's after your butt and you need to get out the
Hide.
back way safely.
Section. Safe.
Hide.
Code.
I don't need any special fitting on my butt, but yeah, I think I should probably come here and see things. Mm-hmm.
See.
And
See.
Jude at this point is like,
We can just help. See,
Vanessa, thank you so much for your services.
Right, yeah.
Grazie.
That's so much.
I have to go check my instruments.
Grazie.
Yes.
Said that.
You have a
Abigail
wonderful
scribbles
night.
down her
Gal.
number and passes it over to Vanessa. If anything else comes up that you think of with regards to what we've discussed, by all means,
Okay,
give us a call.
okay.
Or give me a call if you need anything. Thank you.
The thing that Duran would definitely notice that nobody else would really even care about is the fact that when she picks up the note from Abigail, it's in the same hand as the card from Duran, and there's like a big cheese smudge across the like card, and she puts it in the thing. She like transfers the hand, puts it in. Like, okay, yeah, there we go. You sure you don't want any cheesies?
Grazie, but
Yeah.
no.
No cheese balls? No.
I
oh,
wish.
thanks. Thank you though.
Okay. And she puts that back in the bag too. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I have to instruments. Yep." And then
See.
she walks out.
Yep.
Bye.
Open the door for her, say goodnight, close the door for her, and go, that was a good deal. Little scatterbrain, but a good deal.
And,
Mr.
and
Duran, that's not even cheese.
it's not even cheese.
It's not even cheese. It's and Abigail like just breaks down crying.
It
Yeah, oh no!
it
Oh
smelled.
no! Don't cry.
The blood tear.
It smelled like cheese.
Smells like
Um,
old socks.
And Jude sort of like will just kind of like lean against whatever is like, you know, not gonna break when she leans against it, and she's just like, is that what it's like to be friends with me? Am I like that?
No.
No, Jude.
That's
No.
fucking exhausting.
No.
That is.
No.
See.
Right.
And no,
I'm not
that is
that
you.
bad.
No.
What did the
Here's
necklace
the
do?
thing.
No.
I'm pretty sure she's very, very smart.
See. A little
Hey,
too smart.
I'm not making any like assessment on her level of intelligence. Obviously, she's got to be really smart. She's got the magnifier. She could tell us what these were right away. Obviously she's intelligent. I'm just saying like the level of unrelenting energy.
No, it's
No.
nothing. There's nothing. Durant, hey. how'd the necklace work?
Your unrelenting energy is much more palatable. It is yours is the slow surf coming in from the ocean. Hers is kind of more like a broken dam.
And Jude sort of just like leans back and is like, okay, all right. She seems satisfied with that that explanation.
I can see where the both of you resonate very, very well together because you're both very close to being the same. But again, you are the same energy, but at a slow, constant speed. She is little bursts of running.
Yeah.
So see, she's exhausting. You're refreshing.
Aw, thanks, Duran.
And at that point, it's probably a good time to cut off this particular episode.
Oh boy.
So, thank you everyone for watching and participating in the chat, and any bits and any subscriptions that have come in. Thank you so very much. We are pre-recording, so I have to thank ahead of time. I will thank you in the chat because I'll keep an eye on things. So let's do a quick round table of everybody to let everybody know where you're going to be at, what's going on, how are things, and let's go in reverse order. Let's go with Cliff first.
Evening. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Cliff. I can be found all over the internet as The Vintage Self on Instagram and a few other places. I was your friendly neighborhood Giovanni tonight. I don't know why friendly neighborhood comes in front of so many different clans. Also known as the guy with the necklace. And yes, I'll share, and other people will get to play on it too eventually. But we timed our rap just very nicely there. We will have, this will be Saturday, so Wednesday just passed. You will have seen me storytelling a fantastic motley, so aptly named, over at on Vancouver by Night with Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery, which is just a fantastically building Changeley Chronicle. And I'm to be found here and there and other places and stuff. And if you don't find me, I'll find you.
Next up would be Sara.
Hey, my name's Sara. I play Jude. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. You can find me on Twitter at MC Diabetes and the Martlet Games Twitter. We have a lot of stuff going into production right now. I'm going to be in some one-shots here in September and October with some other orgs and studios. So I'm looking forward to that. You can catch me here, obviously, as part of the Vampire Takeover, and then also in Vancouver by Night on Sunday for Phandalin by Night, which is a D&D 5th edition exploration of the Lost Mines of Phandelver module. Mike is on that with me. It's a really interesting game so far. Last week, we got to sort through some very interesting loot. And we're moving forward with many mysteries tomorrow. So please go ahead and check that out. That is at 2 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, just keep an eye on Martlet and my Twitter, and you'll see what I'm doing. Thanks, everybody.
And next up is, well, sorry, wrong way. It's over there. Mike.
Hi, Mike. I was the player of Mordecai, who increasingly frustrated about everything. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram or CDN Captain America on Twitter. You can catch me, as Sara said, on Sundays tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST, playing in the Phandalin by Night game here on this very channel, playing with a bunch of fantastic people, including a great DM who is also part of my Tuesday game, which is, we're filming tonight, which is actually tomorrow, but it's not tomorrow. It was 2 days ago. No, 4 days ago. Doesn't matter.
Starting
Tuesdays,
to sound like
6
a
p.m.
recently
PST.
son of either. Like
3 days from now. 6 p.m. PST. A game called Would Be Heroes, 5th edition, real play. You can also catch other things that I will be doing upcoming. Cliff knows. We're in discussion. We'll figure stuff out, and we'll let you know.
That's vague. So next up would be Prince, and we'll put Prince's stuff in the chat. Go check out Rolling D20s.
We miss you, Prince.
Go check out Dimples and Dice.
Yeah, for real.
Check out all the
Miss you,
Twitches, all of his Twitter and Instagrams, everything that you can find Prince. We will have Prince back next week. And last but certainly not least, and I'm pointing in the wrong direction again. I realize that because I can see it now. Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and I was playing Abigail this evening. You will find me on Twitter at Hyrule Gardner. You will find me on Wednesdays as part of the Changeling game, playing the Pisky Lara Applewood, which makes me happy in so many ways because it's set in Toronto. So yay! And you also find me on some of our Patreon stuff. So if you can spare a dollar, absolutely, definitely go and see our Patreon stuff. There's some good quality content there. There's some sort of Durand content. There's some Mordecai content. There will soon be some Jude and Abigail content, and there's a whole bunch of adjacent content on there as far as I know as well. So definitely go check it out if you have the ability and can. We would appreciate it. And yeah, other than that, again, you will find me on Twitter. That's about it for me.
That Twitter. Yeah, so I am Storyteller Steve. I am going to pitch the YouTube and our t-shirt stuff. So go to our YouTube to see all of our back episodes of everything. We got some werewolf stuff on there. We got some the first season of Delve into Darkness and everything that will catch you up to where we are right now. There is also all of the adjacent stuff. The adjacent stuff is great. They keep turning more and more into a telenovela with supernatural powers by the day that we record with them. And go check out our t-shirt offerings because we have t-shirts for Elena's hashtag oops. There is the meat room stuff, RIP Trevor. And there is also a t-shirt for the Sundown Appreciation League
and Book Club.
And Book Club.
And Book Club.
So go check all those out. And everything we get in for Patreon, for YouTube, for whatever, it all goes to the lovely people you see on screen, to the Changeling players, to all of the players. I get practically none of it because I'm just a storyteller. And we just use some of the money to help make everything you're seeing here look extra special, super awesome, and we get some equipment every once in a while. So yeah, any amount on that is appreciated. And if you want to as well, you can help spread the word and help us spread the word so we can bring in some extra cash. So yeah, we will cut it off there, and we are going to raid into, speaking of Prince, probably rolling these 20s in just a few minutes. And yeah, we hope to see you over there in the chat. See you next week, everybody.